Hey there everyone, this is Zaire.
And this is Liv.
Welcome back to Danganronpa 2.
No! Get back, Gundam! Ugh, I almost forgot.
You forgot about Applehead?
Yes. Maybe I was just in denial.
Victim is Mahiro Koizumi. Estimated time of death is around 3 p.m. The scene of the crime where the body was discovered is inside the beach house at Chandler Beach. So if it's 3 p.m., then this definitely happened recently. It's not something that happened like last night or anything.
Yeah.
The cause of death is a single killing blow to the head with a blunt instrument. Hey Hawk, welcome to the stream.
Hello, Hawk.
There are no conspicuous external injuries. No trace of foreign substances such as drugs. Around 3 p.m. That's the time Kazuichi and I arrived at the diner. Then, if we had just gone to the beach house instead... No. Now's not the time to feel regret. I need to focus on doing as much as I can right now. And then, I'm going to find out the truth behind Mahiro's death. That's the only way the rest of us can survive. Okay, so, analysis before we actually analyze things. This is not the murder weapon.
Nah. I don't think so. It's a little too easy.
This is just... Blood would not end up like this, nor would a corpse end up like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now there are some drag marks. Right there.
Yeah.
With all the windows getting in the way.
The splatter's a little strange.
Yeah. Like, why would so much of it pool... It's not even that it pooled up there. It clearly splattered some.
Mm-hmm. Because, okay, even if she... Let's say she was struck right behind where, is that Kazuichi in front of us?
Yellow jumpsuit?
Yeah, Soda. If she was struck right there behind him, then that would make sense for the splatter to be right there, but then maybe she stumbled back and hit the door. That's still an egregious amount of blood that's just kind of smeared all over the entirety of the bottom of the door.
Hey James, welcome to the stream.
Hey James.
Moreover, if she's hitting the back of the head, she would have had to have spun around at some point because you do not move away, or you don't move towards an impact from a bat.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not saying that's impossible.
Yeah.
It's just unlikely.
And it can't be from right behind her. There's not enough room to swing a bat that hard to create that...
No, there is a door.
It's true.
But you would have to hit it at this weird power level where it's enough to bust her skull open, but not large enough to send her flying in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Or forward, which is much more likely.
It's really strange.
As for suspects, Nagito's been bound up, so unless something happened to him, he's clear. Dead. Nothing to say for or against.
Yeah.
Kazuichi was with us the whole time, so he's got an alibi. Now Sonya is actually really suspicious to me, mostly because, well, she came a little late, but she's wearing a wetsuit.
Yeah. Now, this is kind of written off that maybe it's because she's more refined or everything, but there's another reason that we thought of when we were talking about it later, is if she doesn't have enough time to wash off the blood, covering her body in a wetsuit is a really good way to cover it, you know? If she doesn't have time to shower it off. Wetsuits are completely insulated. There's a drawback, though. Depending on what kind of wetsuit, because they're so thick, you really need to make sure you're going to be swimming in frigid waters, because that's a lot of insulated heat. So
it depends on the cut of it. You could get a...
Tight.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's going to play into anything here, but yes, I think that was I think that's a very, very quick way to cover up any blood spatter that might be elsewhere on her body.
Slight detour from that. The myth for eating before you go swimming, the myth that was busted is that it causes drowning. It still does cause cramps, which was what I was thinking of.
Ah.
Well, not guaranteed, but it increases your chances.
Okay, and then we also have, as far as suspects, we also have Akane, but I don't think it's her.
So Chiaki, the only thing that really points to her at all is that the major motivation here was a game, and it's very hard to imagine that she resisted that temptation. Also, from what unfurled there, it seems to be indicating to us that maybe 2 people played it before us, maybe 3, and it said down 5, so that suggests we're going to very shortly be down 5 characters. But this only goes so far in that you're going to put stock into that. There is no direct correlation other than the spooky pretenses that Monokuma set up.
Mm-hmm. And then we have Akane. Akane came in covered in blood, but it was hers, possibly. Mostly hers. I mean, she apparently, according to her testimony, was that she had a fight with what's his name again?
Nekomaru?
Nekomaru, yeah. And so...
I don't think that's the case. I think she's lying there. Didn't Nekomaru mention at some point that there's no point in senseless violence that causes bloodshed and all that?
I don't know.
Especially as a trainer.
I can't remember. Yeah, she said it was hers.
We don't have any proof. Yeah. I have a hard time imagining that Nekomaru, A, would have caused an injury that severe, and B, would have just let her walk away if he had.
Yeah, but then again, we do have the nurse. If this was caused by her injuries, I don't think she'd say anything. But if it was blood that was just found on her, I think she would have noticed something. But she hasn't said anything yet. We didn't really get a chance to know, because our friend Soda kind of pushed us along and didn't want to wait for them.
He did say he would fight her only once she returned with a greater understanding of something, suggesting maybe they wouldn't be fighting again that early. That's another thing, yeah. Fuyuhiko, there's not much to this guy other than we're pretty sure he's the second witness to the body.
Might be.
The first being Hiyoko.
Yeah. She was running away from the beach real fast, and she didn't look happy.
Yeah, Nekomaru, there's nothing going on to say one way or the other yet. Hiyoko, it is very hard to imagine she'd go out and kill her One-san.
Possibly, and yet there's the other...
If she was coerced into it by some means, then that definitely explains why she was running away in tears.
Yeah.
But then it asks the question, why were we at 3 when we arrived? Because we know Fuyuhiko saw the body, we're pretty sure Hiyoko saw the body, and we were the third. If you're the murderer, there's like a grace period before you're considered as one of the first people to find the body.
So that's where we also get suspicious of, darn it, I'm really terrible with names. Glasses.
Peko.
Thank you. Peko. She said that she was swimming out around the islands. It's possible she might have seen it and maybe may not have known what she was looking at. I don't know. And then just going back to the relationship between Mahiro and Hyoko? Is that her name? Hyoko. There's another angle I think this might be taking. It could be that Hyoko was warming up to Mahiro for the purpose of luring her in, or it's the other way around. Maybe Mahiro saw an easy target in Hyoko, and Hyoko was devastated that Mahiro would try and do this, and maybe somebody intervened. This is another reason why we might think that Akane might be involved. She may have gotten Mahiru's blood on her, maybe because she was trying to protect Hyoko, and she made up some excuse. And so maybe this isn't a murder, but like a death by self-defense. We don't know. Which,
in the eyes of Monokuma, isn't anything.
No, it doesn't mean anything. A murder is still a murder. So, not entirely sure just yet.
There might be something to that. Don't think it's a suicide. Mikana and Ibuki, they're not completely out of the woods, but they don't have the motive. They don't really seem to have the opportunity. They were the first people to the beach house, or not the beach house, but the diner. And then we went over back at the hall.
Yeah. So let's see. Nope, no despair poops. No despair poops.
Okay, so let's actually play the game. According to the Monokuma file, fatal blow was dealt to Mahiro with a blunt object. A blunt object is this metal bat, right? This metal bat.
Yep.
It's the same as the Twilight Syndrome murder case.
Huh? Yeah, she definitely played it.
Well,
There's a girl named Girl E who was killed in the game during the 4th day. That girl was killed with a blow from the metal bat, just like Mahiro.
hey.
Did you also play that game, Hajime? Is that why you're curious about the metal bat?
Yeah, that's exactly it, but did you play it too?
Then I'm sure you know this, but the case this time is strongly connected to Twilight Syndrome murder case, I think. In order to solve the mystery behind Mahiru's death, you probably need to solve that game's mystery too.
But even if you solve the game's mystery, all the clues in it were lousy and useless. I mean, it started ambiguously, and it was still ambiguous when it ended.
That's wrong.
That's because you haven't beaten the game.
Beaten? I finished the game with a game over, but were you able to beat it?
I'm not some girl gamer who talks about video games she's never beaten.
So, what am I supposed to do to actually beat the game? I can't stop thinking about that for some reason. Not like there's anything more pressing. For now, I should focus on this investigation. Goody knows. So, it's okay to say that this metal bat is absolutely the murder weapon, right?
Could be a
The other thing is this mask. If this
Yeah.
belonged to the assailant, there is no way it's Hiyoko. You could not mistake anyone for Hiyoko, even if she was wearing the mask. Stature alone. Even assuming she somehow got out of her traditional dress and put on something else.
Then again, that's to assume that the mask was used to disguise the murderer.
Absolutely.
What if was put on it for a different reason?
No, Hajime, have you learned nothing? It is never okay to say that blatantly obvious murder weapon is definitely the actual weapon. What's wrong with you? Exactly.
Like, I can't tell. I can't tell by looking at it. But do you see any eye holes on that thing?
It might be stylistic. There could also be pin eye holes.
We'll see. See if we can actually examine it a bit more.
What's this? This is a mask? Did someone bring this from the toy section of the supermarket? Or maybe party goods? Regardless, why is it even here?
Could it be?
Did the killer wear that to conceal their face?
No, they totally stand out. I mean, it's such a gaudy mask.
A gaudy mask?
So you're familiar?
That mask!
You've seen this?
Sunwitch Esper Ito! It is a super fun anime with a few ships surpassing 90% of my country!
In your country, not of your country.
Wow!
An anime that has a viewership of over 90%. Is Sonia's country really alright?
It cannot be.
Could it be? Was that mask placed next to the body?
Yeah, it was.
If that's true, could it be?
Could it be... what?
I am sorry.
Please give me some time.
For reasons unknown, Sonia rushed out of the beach house. What's with her?
It appears.
It looks like she knows something. If that's the case, I shall wait until she decides to talk about it.
For Sonia to be so worked up, must be something big. Wonder what she knows. And just like that, Sonia's gone. She's lost all life in her body. It's as if she's a shell. Is this really the energetic Mahiru I knew? I see her laying in front of me, but I still can't believe it. I can't connect this lifeless body to the high-spirited Mahiru. But we don't have time to wallow in sentiment. There's no way I can just stand here. I slap both of my hands onto my cheeks and face Mahiru's body one more time. Mahiru is leaning against the beach house door that leads to the road. If she leaned onto the door like this, it would have been impossible to open. Maybe Mahiru tried to run away when she was attacked and tried to crawl to the door.
No, that wouldn't work.
Evidence can be seen in the bloodstains on the floor. They're streaked, as if she crawled through them.
Those do not look like crawl streaks, but okay.
So she used all her energy to crawl away, leaned against the door, and took her last breath. For someone as headstrong as her to run, she must have felt really desperate.
You want to talk to E? Ooh.
Door itself. Hero was leaning against this door, so I couldn't open it. This is the shower room. There's a notice on the door. Judging from the illustration, it looks like it's being repaired or under construction. Something like that.
That's right! The shower's being repaired, so water won't come out. But what about hot water? Well, that's impossible too.
If the shower is out of order, then isn't it just a waste of space?
I'm sorry.
Just when I was planning to fix it, my magic stick was taken from me. So I never got around to fixing it.
What the heck? What does your magic stick have to do with repairing?
You're so evil.
Anyways, it's all Monokuma's fault. Everything is all Monokuma's fault.
Who is this Makoto?
Your doubtful eyes are telling me you think I'm Monokuma's accomplice.
You must have read my mind.
Think what you want of me? I've already given up. Got it? But let me tell you this one more time. As long as you guys work together, you should be able to stand against any kind of despair. I promise I will help with that.
What help? You're doing the opposite. Oh well. Anyway, looks like this shower room is definitely out of order. But I guess I should check the inside too. So, are you checking the inside?
We can't... Seriously? We can't even check inside?
I guess I might as well check the inside of the shower room too. Here we are.
Ah, yes. Oh.
Hello. This is really nice, really spacious shower room.
No kidding.
If it's this huge, you could also use it as a dressing room. Most shower rooms you could. But changing in the beach house is forbidden. Jeez, what an unreasonable rule.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this was not what I was expecting for a shower room.
Not to mention, check out the camera. It's pointed right at the shower.
For your safety, you understand.
Damn it.
I guess no one's in here. I was thinking the killer was hiding in here after they failed to escape.
It wouldn't be that easy. There's a toilet, but you really can't use it as a step stool.
So no hot water.
There's a window. It's small. Maybe you can crawl out of it somehow. Well, it probably doesn't mean anything if someone can crawl through it. But I can't seem to take my mind off of it. However, that ceiling is really high. So that window is also situated in a very high place. It's so high that even if I stretch out my hand, I can't reach it. It's probably about 9 feet up. Not just that, it's an iron-barred window. If that's the case. Yep, it'd be impossible to go in and out through there.
What?
Are you still thinking about that window?
Yeah, I was thinking the killer might have escaped through there.
Leave it to me.
All right, I got it. I'll pinch in and help you out.
Huh?
Now then.
Come on, give me a piggyback ride. I'll check the window for you.
Pitch in and help? Feels like I'm the one who's pitching in and helping.
I'll pick you up.
If you don't hurry up, I'll punch you.
She's really into this. No matter what I say, it's not gonna matter. Fine, I'll just leave it up to you.
Don't worry, my panties are clean.
But I see. That's good. Oh, deep sigh. Bent over under the window.
All right.
As she shouted, Akane jumped onto my shoulders. Ow!
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Hey, your balance sucks. Make sure your stance is wider.
Oh my goodness!
But then we'll be shorter!
You're a lot heavier than I expected.
Yeah, raw muscle is heavy.
Because I'm so buff. Like, every time I get a massage, they tell me I'm just a mass of muscles.
A massage, huh? Do you have a trainer or something since you're the ultimate gymnast?
Nah, I don't have a trainer. My stepmom's lovers like to get drunk and give me full body massages.
What?
Okay. I shouldn't have asked.
Oh my goodness.
So, how's the window?
Let's see. I see. So that's what happened.
Did you find anything?
Well, since there's this iron bar, I was pretty sure no one would be able to get through the window. But check it out.
Check it out. Hold on. I'll give it a try.
With Akane on my shoulders, I craned my neck so high that I started to worry.
Oh.
This iron bar ain't even pinned down. Looks like you can open and close it pretty easy. See? My head can fit through, no problem.
Then, it's not impossible to go in and out of that window?
Yep.
Akane jumped off my shoulders and flashed a wide grin.
Isn't this a big discovery?
But the problem is, how are they able to reach that window?
Even if I jump, I can't really reach it. But if two people work together like this, it wouldn't be a problem, right?
Two people.
Ooh.
If that's the case, it'd mean the killer had an accomplice.
Huh?
An accomplice? Accomplice?
It's awful like an ordinary window frame, which is totally not an iron bar in the usual sense of the word at all. Yeah, from the outside, very different from the inside.
Sounds like a big word. Is that the name of a kung fu master? Oh my goodness.
But even if there was an accomplice, the person acting as the step stool would still be inside.
Like,
But if you think about it, just one person could get out of here without help, right?
Huh? Really? If you had rope or something.
so...
Yeah, like
I got it.
a freaking ninja could do it, you know? A ninja can climb fences and walls, no problem, right?
You leave Gundam out of this. Just as I thought. It looks difficult to go in and out through that window.
Why?
What the heck? And I even took the time to lend you my wisdom!
You pissed me off.
You're the one who said it was suspicious, so I took the time to pitch in and help!
You.
Such a waste of time to help you out. All you saw were my panties.
No, I didn't!
Oh well. It's not like it's the end of the world.
I'm telling you, I didn't look at them! Okay, I see. So that's got a hinge up top there, so you could just flip that up and then open the window.
Yeah.
But certainly not something that you could really do in a single bound.
Yeah.
You would need to be balanced.
But an accomplice.
That aside, why would you design a window like this? Whatever, it's what we have to work with. I guess that's pretty much everything I noticed in the shower room. Yes, shower room. Understandable to have a window that high, but not understandable to have a 9-foot tall bathroom. Or, sorry, 9 foot? 9 meters?
He said that at least the window was 9 feet. I don't know about the rest of the ceiling.
Okay, that's actually not so bad. Like, if you assume an adult being about 6 feet, that's 3 more feet on top. It's still pretty tall, but not outlandish.
But they're right, the other
But
person
this also
was...
means that Akane's like 4 feet tall.
They did, however, explain that, yeah, it's a... Well, no, actually, her legs were, like, hanging on either side of him. That's maybe another...
No, I'm looking at her portrait right there.
Oh.
Compared to where the window is, which is supposedly 9 feet. And then the floor is right about there.
No, it's actually it goes up a little bit. There's the edge of the floor right there. She's right against the wall.
That does not help.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, much easier without the text box in the way. So, according to this, she's about 4 to 4.5 feet. Whatever.
Does that actually say that on her profile?
Curious now.
No, she is, she's taller than me. My goodness.
I feel like you commented on this before.
Yes. Does it say how tall we are?
Yeah.
Okay,
5'8". So 1 inch taller than her.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we're noticing, JM, but welcome to the stream. That aside, if that's 9 feet up, we're 5'8", she's 5'7". I don't think she could have gotten that from sitting. Whatever.
Whatever. This is too weird. Something this weird should only happen in song lyrics.
I see.
I will never forgive killing.
However,
Chiaki seems quite different from her usual self. She must feel very strongly about killing.
It's not just Chiaki. There's no way anyone would forgive something like this.
I guess you're right.
That's weird. What do you mean? Well, I wanted to calm myself a little, so thought about getting a drink from that refrigerator. I opened it a few days ago. I'm pretty sure there was a large variety of drinks. Man. Well, I guess I'm just imagining things. I mean, who cares about drinks right now, huh? What are you talking about?
Are they
Everyone cares about drinks.
Are they fake?
It's constantly on your mind. Huh? Seriously, it's okay. I resolved it on my own, so just drop it.
Eh?
What the heck? You started it.
Actually, yeah, check out the waistband.
how suspicious.
What is this? This is suspicious, I think.
Did you find some kind of clue?
See?
You know the footprints from earlier? They're in front of the entrance facing the beach, right?
Oh, that.
Well,
Hajime and Kazuichi's footprints show that you guys were the first ones to go inside the beach house. These footprints are just the opposite. They're coming out of the beach house.
Hey,
Now that you mention it, I thought those footprints were strange too. You did? At first, I tried to go into the beach house from the door facing the road. But it didn't open, so I went around and tried to go into from the beachside door. You couldn't go inside from the roadside door because Mahiro's body was blocking it, right? And that's when I noticed those footprints. Footprints leading from the beach house to the tunnel look like they belong to one person. Someone's footprints leading out the beach house, huh? That's definitely suspicious. Huh? Now that you mention it, Peko said she went for a little swim, right? Could those footprints be...
Well, unfortunately, I went swimming to scout the first beach. I do not know anything about this beach.
maybe... Is that really true?
But still,
But these footprints lead straight from the beach house to the tunnel.
Which means someone would have either had to find some way to walk through this beach without leaving footprints, or they waited a while here. Well, we're gonna want to check the outside, because maybe entering from the roof is how they got in. If there's not sand on that side,
Maybe they waited until everybody gathered and came out of hiding. Since I was swimming at the beach, of course my footprints would lead from the shore to the tunnel.
then whose footprints are these?
it appears.
It's no mistake that these are the killer's footprints, but I have no clue who that might be.
Well, for now, it's obvious that this is a clue, don't you think?
Yeah, it's probably an extremely important clue.
Should also pay attention to the type of a footprint, you know, like what kind of shoe that looks like.
All right, everyone, line up. We're doing us a Cinderella recital. There's a lot of drinks inside the refrigerator, but compared to last time, I feel like there's less drinks. Did people take a lot of drinks from here?
Were they alcoholic?
Probably not, if Monami stocked them. They're right there.
True. No, all soda.
Not only that, the only drinks left in here look either sweetened or colored. They look unhealthy. Maybe there's a clue inside this trash can. That's what I thought, but... There's only a bunch of empty plastic bottles. I don't see anything that looks like a clue.
These are all a particular kind of bottle.
I guess it's not that easy, huh?
Well, I can't read that.
There's like Jarobmi. The pink one looks like that pink blood.
Yeah. Let's see. Is that a J?
Yeah, it looks like a J. It could be a U.
Could be Orobin.
At any rate, this isn't Romanized Japanese.
Nope, no despair poops.
Anything else to check out? A lot of things.
The closet.
There's bloodstains on the
Yeah,
floor.
what's that?
They're streaked as if she crawled through them. They're probably streaked from when Mahiro tried to run away during the attack. So, she used all her energy to crawl away, and took her last breath as she was leaning against the door.
Whoa.
The closet door is half open. The last time I came here, that wasn't the case.
I was right.
That's a little suspicious. I should probably investigate inside here, too.
Someone come out of our closet. wasn't when everybody came here?
Well, here are wetsuits,
Whoa!
so that's suspicious.
Aha!
This is a pretty spacious walk-in closet. There's so much crap on the shelves and floor, only one person could stand in here.
I disagree, but okay.
We know things aren't to scale. But if you think about it this way, it means it's possible for only one person to stay in here. You can't even check out the wetsuits. Flotation devices, snorkels, nets, and also some paint supplies too. There's not much else that could be related to the incident. There's a lot of stuff jammed into the shelves. Surfboards in a surfboard case. But not put away properly at all. 2 boards are stuffed into one shelf. And some boards have been left out instead of being put in the case. There's also an empty surfboard case as well. Jeez. How careless. This is what you're worried about? What is that? Gummy?
What?
There's something on the floor. This is pointing to Hiyoko.
Yeah.
The whole thing is a gummy candy. Finding candy on the floor in a place like this is clearly unnatural. If it's connected to the incident, did someone drop this while they were inside the closet?
Somebody likes candy.
I guess that's the only thing that caught my eye inside this closet. I guess I've finished investigating all I can. There's still not enough.
It's not enough.
Just from the clues here, I don't think I have enough to find the truth. Looks like I should try investigating that again to find out why my hero got killed. Twilight Syndrome murder case. Girl,
Whoa!
Girl E was killed in that game by a single blow from a metal bat. Metal bat. It's the same weapon that was used to kill Mihiru. There's no way that's just a coincidence, right? Actually, there are so many ways that that's just a coincidence. Also, several ways in which it's not, but
Yeah.
it's correlation, not causation.
Yeah.
Actually, no. One of the ways I was thinking is causation. Someone played the game, got inspired, took that up.
Actually,
In truth, this game's theme is a missing link. You know, it's a recurring theme for mysteries, right? It's kind of like a hidden connection.
Missing link. If that's the killer's motive for the killing this time, that mystery must be hidden inside that game. Plus, the person who might know about that mystery is standing right next to me. In the one-person closet? I should ask her about it. Hey, talking to you again. Hey, Chiaki. There's something I want to ask you. Are you okay right now?
Are you done investigating here already?
Huh? I think I've finished investigating once through.
yep.
Then let's go.
Go?
So,
You want to know about Twilight Syndrome, right? Then I think you should actually play it yourself.
let's go.
So, let's go.
Yeah. You're right. With Chiaki leading, I left the beach house and headed over to Jabberwock Park, where that unsettling arcade machine was placed. But I never expected that person to be waiting there.
Here you go. It's the only
Nekomaru! Oh no.
Oh!
Hello there.
He got out?
Why, hello there, Hajime. Sorry, it's been a while. Let's see, where's the Makoto voice?
But
Why, hello there, Hajime and Chiaki. I'm glad you guys are doing well. Nagito? It feels like it's been a long time since I was able to talk to you two like this. Even though we haven't spoken for just a few days. Like a week.
Why?
Why are you here?
Well, there's no need to worry about a loser like me. More importantly, did you hear? Apparently Mahiru got killed this time. Jeez, how horrible. Feels unlikely to be Chiaki this time since he's trying to help you. Not so. There are plenty of times in the last game where the killer was trying to be helpful to deflect suspicion and feed us false facts. Mm-hmm. Not that I think it's Chiaki right now, but you also can't rule her out because of this. She was the heart of our group. Always spirited and very eager to talk. For her to be killed, if only I could have taken her place. I would have gladly done it.
Amazing!
But still, you guys will be able to shine because this outcome is full of despair, right? That's right. No matter how dark the despair, hope can shine much brighter and stronger. Though I do feel bad for Mahiru. This is quite exciting. How will everyone overcome despair this time?
Looks like you feel no remorse.
Jeez. As usual, he's acting so crazy he's almost pissing me off. So, why are you here? Who told you about Mahiru?
Now.
You don't have to make that scary face. I'll tell you, you know. Mon ami.
It's Monami! Yes, it was me!
Why'd you untie Nagito without anyone's permission?
Did I do bad? I just wanted everyone to get along and, cooperate.
Yes, Mon ami, you did bad.
bad, mon ami.
There's no way we'll get along. You already know what kind of guy he is.
But fighting among friends is what Monokuma wants you guys to do.
Now.
Hajime, you should forgive her. Monami is making a valid point too.
What did I get for credit?
You have no right to say that.
But
now's not the time for friends to fight. There's going to be a class trial for Mahiru, right?
That's right. That's why everyone must work together and have Monokuma.
Enough! Enough already. Just go away already.
Understood.
Nagito, you too. Hurry up and get lost.
man,
Well, I'm a little lonely, but I guess I'll do that. I already saw the true ending of that game, so there's really no reason for me to be here. True ending?
now then.
So, although I might be a little late, I too will do some investigating for a while. I will try to be useful. In my own way.
Who do you want to be useful to? The killer or us?
Isn't it obvious? I will always be on the side of hope.
Yep, you're definitely going to be on the side of the killer. Thank you.
The more I talk to him, the creepier he gets. The more I listen to him, the more I don't understand him. If he didn't exist, this situation would be a lot easier to deal with. Damn it.
Hey.
Hajime, let's just move on and start the game.
You're right. Hey, can I ask you something? Is there a walkthrough for this game?
Huh?
I feel like I'm just going to repeat the second day and fourth day again, and then get a game over. So, if there is a walkthrough, can you tell me about it?
Well,
When you get a game over, that's the walkthrough.
Huh? What do you mean?
want me to tell you?
Do you want me to tell you? I'll tell you if you want. There's a hidden command.
A hidden command?
See?
You should have seen it too. You know, the thing that was displayed on the game over screen.
It was like 5 down or 5 left or something.
Yeah.
No, it was 5 down.
5 down.
So I guess
yeah.
5 key and down?
Or press it 5
Is that-
times.
Down 5. Are you talking about the message that says down 5?
That's right.
Just so you know, that doesn't mean you down 5 drinks or something.
I think that's localization at play there.
Cute.
It means you have to press down 5 times. Call it.
Okay, so we just outright explained it. Then the hidden command is...
Yep.
You just have to press the down button 5 times when you're on the title screen. If you do that, you should be able to go to the real game.
So that's the trick. Just as expected of the ultimate gamer.
Nope.
It doesn't have anything to do with being a gamer. This is just, you either get it or you don't. In fact, Nagito got it on his own, so it looks like he managed to beat the game. Come on, give it a try.
Yeah, I got it.
So I guess, does it want us to physically do that?
Yeah, but title screen, which we're not at yet.
Alright, there it is.
I need to press down 5 times on the title screen. Alright, let's do this.
Okay.
Screen changed. She was right.
Yep.
This is the real game. Twilight Syndrome Murder Cases Truth Edition.
I should start it up. I need to find out why this is a motive. I'll start if I press the enter key, right? Have fun.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I guess I can take this. We open with a specific murder case. A tragic killing that occurred within the grounds of the academy that the girls attended. Based on their understanding of the crime scene, the police ruled that the incident was the work of a pervert who snuck into the school grounds. However, there was a secret behind that incident. Even before the janitor first discovered the body, there were students who witnessed the crime itself. The students were 5 high school girls. They didn't want to get involved in the incident, so they tried to hide the fact that they were the first to discover it. However, tragedy befell those girls. Several days after the incident, one of the 5 girls, Girl E, is murdered by someone. What in the world has happened at this once peaceful academy? By playing the missing first day and third day, you will be able to understand that mystery. All the answers you seek are hidden in this Truth Edition. Will you be able to reach the truth? Now then, let's start with the first day, when it all began.
Now, I don't remember how I did these voices, but since this is supposed to be the Truth Edition, I'm actually going to put some effort into this. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry for keeping you all waiting. Jeez, we're gonna go home late because we had to wait for Slowpoke Girl A. Come on, Girl B, you don't have to be that mad. Hey, don't go taking photos without permission. People may mistake us for good friends. I'm not your friend? What? There's no way I'd be friends with a nasty, trashy pig shit like you. The way Girl B treats people, even loan sharks looking to collect would get sick to their stomachs. Is Girl E here yet? Apparently she forgot something. She told us to wait just a little longer. She can't find her school swimsuit. Her swimsuit, huh? Maybe it got stolen. Stolen? You don't know? A pervert has been spotted in the area recently. Maybe you should be super careful, Girl A. A chubby weakling like you makes the perfect prey. Hey, stop it! Girl A's getting really scared. It's fun to bully Girl A. What was that sound? It sounded like glass breaking. It sounded like it came from the second floor. Let's go! Dunk, 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 dunk.
Left shift only, no right shift. I can face them.
Girl E, what happened? I don't know. I walked by the front of the music room just now. And then I suddenly heard the sound of glass breaking.
Is someone in there?
That's what I think, but I think the door is locked. I can't get it open.
You're right. It's locked.
Did someone lock it from the inside? Is someone really in there? If we use the key from the teacher's lounge, we can open this door, right?
I'll go to the teacher's lounge and get the key to the music room. Teachers are probably gone by now, so I'm sure they can bring the key over in secret. But I had a bad feeling about this. I'm pretending she has braces.
I noticed.
I found the key. No one was there, so it was super easy to get.
Then let's open it right away.
Okay. Girl A, you lead the way.
Huh? Me?
Come on, hurry! I'm going for the super awkward voice, like, oh, gee, Willikers.
Someone's laying on the floor!
They're simultaneous walking.
This is... She's not laying down! She's dead! Dead? That's impossible. Why?
You can tell we're scared because our heartbeat is the same as it's always been, but red.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Well, lower your voice! You might still be nearby. Nearby? I mean, this looks like someone murdered her. Murdered? Huh? Seriously, shut up! What's gonna happen if the killer notices us? What should we do? What should I do? I see. So that's what happened. I found it! The killer's escape route. Escape route? Could it be... They threw themselves out the window. Ah! The window's broken! The sound we heard from the entrance hall was probably the window breaking. Someone probably locked the music room door from the inside, and after killing this girl, they broke the window and escaped outside. Looks like she got hit by something when she died, but I can't seem to find anything bloody here.
Okay, so it's telling us the window was used and that the murder weapon was taken.
Not to mention... I wonder...
What happened to the weapon? Did the killer take it? So the killer just ran out the window?
More like took a tumble, jumped and fell.
Just nose-dived down.
Swan dive into the last night of your life.
Oh, gosh. But if they just wanted to run away, they could have opened the window. Why did they have to break it?
They were probably trying to leave in a hurry. Look, there's evidence. The fish tank by the window's tipped over. All the gravel is scattered. Must have accidentally tipped it over when they were frantically trying to get away.
Okay.
Ooh. Wow.
It's not too high to jump from the second floor, so maybe they thought it'd be safer than using the hallway.
But is that really it?
I mean, to lock the door, you have to either lock it from inside the music room or use the lounge key.
Oh, so when I went to get the music room key, it was in the teacher's lounge.
So the killer wouldn't have had time to return the key before they broke the window. Then, when the door could have been locked from the inside, that means the killer was inside the music room. Also, to get outside from the music room, they'd need to have to pass by us in the entrance hall. But we didn't see anyone pass by. Which means the killer's only escape route was this window. It's probably that pervert I heard about. He's the one who snuck inside the school grounds.
Huh?
My school swimsuit was stolen. I couldn't find it anywhere. Then the pervert who stole this girl E's swimsuit also murdered the girl over there. They probably locked the music room so they could... Oh God. So they could rape her, but she ended up resisting.
So they frantically tried to get away, broke the window, and escaped? Also, is it just me, or is murdered girl's color of her skirt different from everyone else's?
Yes, it is. And she's got a tie rather than a bow tie.
Yeah. Is it bad we stay here much longer?
Her shirt is also a light blue.
I mean, I don't want to get involved in something like this. And the killer might still be around, too.
That's bad. Super bad. We better hurry up and run. But don't we have to report this to the police?
Don't you know what happens when you report this kind of stuff to the police? You become the prime suspect because you found the body first. I definitely don't want that.
Okay, I'll take that responsibility.
Yeah. It'd be best if we left this room how we found it. Just lock the door, leave everything how it was.
Inadvertently leaving evidence of ourselves everywhere.
Hey! Please wait, don't leave me! Girl G!
Sorry, did I make you wait? So what's up? You asked me to meet here. Don't tell me you're gonna confess your love to me. Huh? What happened?
I want you to look at this photo. On the day of the incident, I found this when I peeked into the next door classroom when I was going home. I couldn't help but take a picture. What do you think this broken vase pieces mean? That sound we heard from the entrance hall wasn't the sound of a window breaking.
What is this? I don't know anything about this vase.
And if that's the case, the killer didn't escape from the window.
Seriously, I don't know anything.
It's okay. I made sure to throw it away.
Huh?
If anyone found it, he'd be in trouble. Right, Girl E?
Are you trying to blackmail me?
Of course not. That's not what this is about. If there's something you're hiding from me, I want you to say it. I mean, we're friends, right?
You didn't say anything earlier. I knew you know. I knew that girl who got killed was tormenting you.
Huh?
No, she wasn't just tormenting you. She was seriously making your life a living hell. That bitch was in your photography club back in middle school, right? She was probably jealous of your talent, so she I'm supposed to be your best friend. If you told me, none of this would have happened. Girl, don't tell me you... That bitch thought she could do anything she wanted because of her family's influence. I just couldn't stand it anymore. You know, at first I tried to talk to her. But that bitch, she started talking shit about how she'd start targeting me next time, so I felt a sudden rage. And before I knew it, I was choking her. And then she lost consciousness, but things would have been worse if she woke up, so that's why I had to do something about it. It's not my fault or yours.
How's Girls A heart rate going up from this?
It's all her fault.
Headcanon is that she's in the bushes or the shed or whatever's just off screen towards the camera.
She's just watching it.
Girlie!
What did she put?
Slippers,
Oh.
looks like.
Oh. Guy F.
Oh, I have a roll, do I?
Good for you, Zare! I guess
let's
he was watching it?
That bitch. Girl E, was it? Word is she was with her on the day of the incident. Looks like she threw something away here. What was it? What the hell is this photo? This vase is... Could it be? The sound of breaking glass was actually this?
How the heck does he know that?
If it wasn't, why'd she try to secretly get rid of this? That bitch. What the hell did she do to my little sister?
Ah, that's why he's watching from the bushes.
Looks like I need to ask her a few questions. If that bitch really did that,
Uh-oh.
I will never forgive her.
Game cleared.
But there's
What?
no following
What?
action or conclusion.
Okay.
Not that I mind being out of it. Looks like this is the end.
That's right.
That's the Truth Edition. The incident's first day and the third day are depicted in it.
Yep.
Now you filled in all 4 events from the first day to the 4th day.
Hey, Chiaki. What do you think of the characters in this game?
You mean like Girl A and Girl B? Well, the voice acting was terrible. Their names also make no sense, and they have no romantic chemistry either.
No, not that. Wait, you were shipping?
See?
While you were talking, looks like the ending staff roll. What? Looks like the ending's staff roll started.
Credits.
Okay.
Staff roll?
Perhaps.
You should be able to find out what you want to know if you look at it. Probably.
What I want to know. It's on the staff roll?
It's like a bunch of animals.
It's gonna tell us who is who.
Monokuma to Monokuma.
Yeah, I knew this was coming.
Okay. Koizumi, Kyoko. Oh! Miyoda, Sato. Oh!
2 Kuzuryus. But
Kuzuryus.
Hyoko was on that list.
Yeah, separately. And there's two Kuzuryus. 2.
Wait, just now.
See?
Didn't I tell you? What you want to know is gonna be on there.
Miracle!
Yay! Congrats! Miracle congratulations! You have finally beaten Twilight Syndrome Murder Case. Now that you guys have played this game through the end, you should already know. That's right! That game is a non-fiction game based on an actual past incident.
Is that true?
By the way, non-fiction means an original story based on historical fact or records.
Hey, answer my question.
Phew. But even if this is nonfiction, you guys probably don't remember it. Well, that can't be helped. The school life you no longer remember is the setting for this story.
What?
Our school life.
Isn't that wonderful?
At any rate, congratulations! Now then, as for the ending prize that I'm supposed to give you as a reward for clearing the game, I won't give it to you.
Oh my goodness.
Ending prize?
Wasn't it our memories coming back?
There was only one ending prize, and I already gave it to the first person who beat it.
Too bad.
How disappointing.
Oh dear.
Did you say ending prize?
Like, I was told the same thing when I beat it too.
Aww.
Man, I was too late. If I'd known something like this was gonna happen, I would have played the game sooner.
I don't remember all the names that flew by there.
But I do find it interesting that two of them have the same last name. If they're doing what I think they're doing.
I don't remember there being a Sonia Nevermind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it sounds like she was about to put her last name, and she's like, never mind.
Eye shape is similar, but not identical.
Yeah.
Head shape's pretty close, but that could just be anime. Same face. Same hair color, different eye color. Though considering how blue these are, they might be contacts. Oh, we'll find out more as it goes. But the ending prize isn't the problem. It's what Monokuma said earlier. He mentioned how he used our school life as the setting of the game. Just as I thought. So it's connected to that this time, too. Is it really true? We were already living our school lives. And our memories were completely taken. Is something that crazy actually possible?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, James. I think Fuyuhiko was the one, because he loves to say bitch a lot.
Well, yeah, it's very clear he was Guy F. There being two Kazuryus and one guy.
Yeah. Something about his sister? Ooh.
Then, what did they do to us?
You...
It looks like there's something on your mind.
Huh?
perhaps...
Monokuma probably said the same thing to everyone else who's beaten this game. That this game is non-fiction. That it's the missing link that existed in our forgotten school memories.
So, do you believe it? Do you really believe our memories were taken?
I don't know, but instead of thinking about that right now, we gotta focus on solving this mystery first. Whether we believe it's the motive or not, it's clear that a murder did occur.
If that's the case, I need to question them directly. If I do that, I might be able to learn something.
You're talking about the people whose characters appear in the game, right? Then I'll go too.
That's right. If I get some information from them, I might find out about something. About the mystery behind Mahiru's death. About whether this game is true or not. And if we really had our school memories taken away.
Hey.
Then let's hurry and ask the others. And while you're at it, ask them how it feels to be characters in a game.
Leave it to me.
Also, if you want to gather your thoughts about the content of the game, talk to me anytime.
I see. Thanks. That's a huge help. I don't know where they are right now. We won't learn anything if we just stand here. Alright. Let's go.
Hello there.
Why, hello there, Hajime and Chiaki. We meet again. The timing's too perfect. You were waiting here, weren't you?
You caught me?
Wouldn't it be best if we traveled together? If you've beaten the game, you must think similarly, right?
Man.
No, maybe I'm being a little too conceited. A guy like me thinking similarly to you guys? It's okay. Just make your point.
Well...
There was an airport on the first island, right? I told them to meet up there. Them?
You don't know?
Why, the characters who appeared in Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, of course. The girls must be busy with their investigations too. It'd be a waste of time if we both questioned them, no?
Bye now.
If you want to hear what they have to say, you should come with me. I'll go on ahead and wait for you guys. What should we do?
I guess the only thing we can do is go.
I guess you're right.
Now, out of the characters, a lot of them are a little difficult to discern who's who. Obviously, we can figure Fuyuhiko might be the guy at the very end, but then I have a feeling the more foul-mouthed might be Hyoko. I could be wrong, but she is the smallest out of all the
The
females.
one with the pigtails, the one that was an absolute bitch the whole time, and it's like, pig shit, and who would ever want to be friends with you? That's Hyoko. I think that was Girl B.
Girl B. D? I think D might have been my hero because of the photographs.
Yeah.
So, but who was the one that was like, I'm gonna fix this because E apparently was tormenting her, and yeah, apparently they were
Could be Akane.
Maybe.
Not really basing that on anything other than attitude.
Yeah. She's also the one that's always one of the first to say, "I'm gonna punch your lights out," or something like that when someone's being a real jerk.
Violence? Let me in!
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much her. Sometimes I think it's empty threats, but sometimes I think if pushed far enough, she'd totally try and make good on that.
We're missing some girls.
Yep.
Hajime, over here. Mikan, Ibuki, Hyoko, all here.
Buki?
The names on the staff roll for Twilight Syndrome Murder Case were Tsumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji, Miyoda, Sato, Kazuryu.
Twice.
Wow.
I really wanted Fuyuhiko to come too, but he locked himself in his cottage and wouldn't come out for me.
Sorry.
So, unfortunately, he's absent. It's probably because I'm so incompetent. I apologize.
What? Huh? It's okay to be absent? I thought you said we're gonna get executed if we didn't come.
Executed?
I mean, you said Monokuma had something important to tell us, right? We came because you told us that.
Sorry, that was a lie.
You tricked us!
It's kind of what I do.
What the heck? Jeez! Fine, then I'm leaving.
Wait!
Can you wait until we finished our business with you? Right, Hajime? This is like... I'm on the same team as Nagito. No, I can't focus on that right now. I have to get information from them.
Not fair! That's not fair! I can't believe you actually tricked us so we come to this place. I have nothing to say to impudent regular people like you.
Regular, huh? She's right that I might be a regular guy, but I also have an ultimate talent. Or at least I should have one. Hey, do you have a minute? There's something I wanted to ask you. Have you played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, Mikan?
No. slow, and I panic instantly.
You were able to play with Jackie earlier.
Yeah.
Her timid tone. I'm pretty sure the girl A character was like that too.
I totally missed the mark.
Hey,
Anyway, can you tell me about your relationship with Mahiru? Relationship with Mahiru?
That's right. I ship you two, you know?
Well, I first met her, when we first gathered at the classroom with everyone else. And after arriving at the island, I did a few conversations with her, but... Oh, could it be... Did Mahiru hate me? That's definitely it. She hated me.
She doesn't know anything. No, it's more like she doesn't remember anything.
But even though she hated me, for her to actually invite me, she must have been a really kind person.
Invite?
Mahiru invited me this morning.
This morning?
She looked very serious. And she was wondering if we could all meet up so she could discuss something. But I already had plans to go to the beach, so I had to decline because I needed to prepare for that. And when I did, she made this lonely face and said that she'll reschedule for another day. But if only I went with her, this wouldn't have happened.
Mahiru invited Mikan. Why? Hey, Ibuki. Can I ask you something?
Bring it on!
Have you played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case?
Well, that's a computer game, right? I'm basically awful at those things.
guitar!
Ibuki's a tough girl, so don't touch anything powered by electricity except electric guitars.
I'm not sure I follow. I'm pretty sure that's a lie, but now's not the time to really dwell on something like that. Her unique tone and hyper energy. There's a character like that in the game, too.
Really? Which one?
Let me ask you one more thing. What's the relationship between you and Mahiru?
Huh? You mean that in a perverted way?
Actually, yes. No, in a normal way.
Well, even if you ask me that, Ibuki's encounter with Mahiru was...
Oh!
When I asked Mahiru this morning to go to the beach with us, she made this real disappointing face.
Disappointing face?
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
But disappointment varies depending on the person. Ibuki associates it with the department store rooftops.
Let's stay focused on Mahiru.
That's totally it!
It turns out Mahiru had some business too, and she wanted to invite me to that instead. She said something like, I was thinking about meeting with everyone, but if you already have plans...
Do you know what she meant by everyone?
Nope, I didn't ask.
I see. Mahiru invited Ibuki. Why?
I see.
Looks like we've obtained some pretty valuable testimonies. Based on that, it seems like Mahiru also beat that game. And she remembers. Why do you know that?
You don't know?
If she hadn't, she wouldn't have chosen these people to talk to. Because she beat the game, she talked to the people who appeared in that game. Just like what we're doing right now.
But still, but in her case it was much more serious, probably. I mean, she was forced to learn that she was involved in that game.
That's true.
But I'm surprised. I never thought Mahiru would play that game.
It's true. That was unexpected. Nagito, didn't you tempt her into playing that game?
Huh?
What? I remember. Anyway, what happened to Mahiru? Did she leave saying she had some business to take care of? Huh? Why do you know that? Wait, you tempted her, right? Just like you did to me.
How mean.
Tempt? That's a rude thing to say.
No, that's wrong.
It's disrespectful toward Mahiru.
Isn't that right?
There's no way her feelings would change just because a useless guy like me tempted her. At that time, she was already considering giving that game a try. All I did was give her a little push.
It's obvious.
That's all it was! What the heck?
Well,
But more importantly, isn't it better if we listen to what she has to say? She's being quiet as ever. I'm counting on you, Yoko.
hey,
If Mahiru spoke to everyone who appeared in the game, she should have talked to you too, right? Well, Hyoko,
She never talked to me at all.
that's a bold-faced lie.
That's weird.
Man, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to ask me such an easy question.
Bye.
So, I'm just gonna go back to my cottage now.
Hey, Hyoko!
Come back here, you little shit.
Ignoring my voice, Hyoko ran away as though she were avoiding me. Looks like it's okay to say she ran away. Yeah, she's clearly suspicious. That's pretty much decided. Decided?
now then.
Regardless, it looks like we're finished here, so why don't we part ways for now? There's still something I need to investigate. Ah, yes, I see. You need to get more familiar with these ropes and chains we had tied around you earlier.
Bye now.
I'll see you again later.
You have a storage room to go back to, Nagito.
Well, a dining hall.
The dining hall.
Hey! What the heck is his problem? Even his exit was pushy. Chiaki, what should we do? Should we go back to the scene of the crime one more time and investigate?
It's very important to investigate the scene of the crime, but let's go over to Mahiru's cottage first.
The hero's cottage?
If she beat the game, it's best if we investigate there, I think.
See?
She might have that.
Oh, the ending prize. If that's the case, I'll go with you. You're okay with that, right? It's your cue to say yes.
But it's a girl's cottage. You can't go in there. Pervert.
Ooh, check your pet.
Look, unless you just leave your underwear lying about, I don't see what the problem is.
I know, it's Mahiru's cottage anyway.
Not that she has time to clean up her underwear.
Bubs. No bubs.
This one is closest.
So many butterflies.
Wide hit area for the hotel.
Alright.
See?
Mahiru's cottage. It should be on the side in the very back.
Door. Looks unlocked.
Oh, no you don't.
Moving after you're told would be too third-rate, so I made sure to be one step ahead. However, removing what's inside is a huge no-no. There are others who want to investigate too.
So no removing anything.
I guess I should go inside.
Ooh. Oh, sticker.
Yep. Compared to my room, the cottage had a somewhat pleasant smell wafting throughout the room. That proves Mahira was here. But she's not coming back.
Then I should try looking for a naughty book.
What?
Why?
Yep.
No, I was only kidding.
Kidding. Are you that kind of person? Jeez. Well, at least I don't feel nervous anymore. Wait, could that be the reason she said that?
See?
But it looks like we don't need to search for it. Check out that thing on the top of the bed.
On top of the bed? On top of the bed. On top of the bed?
No.
Come check with me.
But what are we gonna do on the bed, Pomp? There's an envelope on top of the bed.
Hey.
Could it be? This might be it. The ending prize Monokuma gave to the first person who beat that game. What's inside the envelope?
Let's find out.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Jackie, this is an envelope. Also, aren't you too young to have watched that movie?
Nope.
Okay. You weren't supposed to remove anything. We're not removing anything from the cottage.
We're just opening it in the
Oh,
cottage.
except for the Monokuma. Whoops. I turned over the envelope, and what came falling out was a few photos.
This photo.
Wow.
This is a photo of Mikan, Ibuki, and Hyoko in what appears to be some sort of entrance hall. It's just like that game. Even their outfits are.
Yeah.
Though this would imply that Ibuki was the murdered one.
It's interesting how they each have different ties. Like different ribbons.
Well, between Mikan and Hyoko, it's just a matter of color. Then there's Ibuki.
Yep.
There was a similar scenario in the first day in Twilight's True Edition. Girl B was in a bad mood because Girl A was late, and Girl D tried to cheer up by taking her photo.
Is this the photo she took?
Look at this photo too.
Broken vase?
Is that the same girl photo D showed Girl E on the third day?
As I recall, the broken vase was in the classroom next to the music room.
But still.
But this photo is more shocking.
As Chiaki showed the photo to me, I was stunned into silence.
This is an actual photo of a dead body.
Okay, so we don't have a second Kazuryu to worry about. Though it looks remarkably like Sonia.
It does, but that's definitely Fuyuhiko's sister. Them blush marks don't lie.
She's just embarrassed she's dead, okay? Jeez.
Since there's a photo behind the body,
Piano.
Sorry.
Since there's a piano behind the body, it looks like it's in the music room. If that's the case, could this be the photo of the first victim?
So was there another name that we didn't recognize in there? Because we know 2 girls ended up dead from this. You mean it's the victim of the murder that occurred on the first day?
Oh.
Yeah, the one they blamed on a pervert. And one more time, this is the last photo. It's probably the photo of Girl E after she got killed on the 4th day. I mean, it nearly matches her body in the game.
See?
Yeah, there's no mistake. This is a photo of Girl E.
So, a vertical strike then?
Top of the head.
With that, you finished looking at all the photos.
Looking at that then, if it was a vertical strike, then the back could have been the weapon.
Mm-hmm.
That would also explain the blood, except for the drag marks. It's so weird seeing the same photo in 3 different styles. So, based on all these photos...
Yep.
Yep, it seems pretty clear. This is the ending prize.
This is the ending prize for beating Twilight. What's depicted in these photos proves that Twilight Syndrome murder case is based on an actual murder. Does that mean stuff about our memories being stolen?
Huh?
What's this?
Is there something else?
See?
There's a note inside the envelope. Try playing Twilight Syndrome after you get a game over. Press down 5 times for the real game. Once you do, you should remember what you did to my sister. We'll talk then.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So Fuyuhiko was a... Wait, no. What?
Fuyuhiko might have gotten might have been the winner.
But then why does Mahiru have the prize?
Maybe he gave it to her.
Okay, so the sequence of events then would be that Fuyuhiko played the game first, got the prize, remembered about his past, put this all together with a note for Mahiru, shoved that over to her, let her sort through all that fun stuff, and then we move from there.
I still don't think that he's the killer, though.
From a meta sense, it's really hard to pin him as the murderer because he has just basically not been present in the story at all. But from this evidence, it's actually bumping his candidacy up.
I can also see this as being used as a ploy to use him as a scapegoat for someone else.
That's not impossible. Saw Fuyuhiko with the envelope the morning after the game was introduced.
Yeah, so he definitely won first.
This note.
Wait. Time out.
Maybe the first person to beat the game and receive the ending prize wasn't Mahiru.
Someone else sent this to Mahiru. That person is the one who actually received the ending prize. Mahiru wasn't just lured there by Nagito. She also received this envelope.
Yep.
And that's why she played the game, right?
Then, the person who played this game first, this envelope looks very familiar. The word sister written in this note. Based on these clues, I can't think of anyone other than him.
Hey.
Yep. I'm glad we came here to investigate. Because we did that, we discovered a very important clue.
Yeah, I agree. But there's still one thing left. We have to find out who actually killed Mahiru, but there's not much time left. I need to hurry.
Yes. Camera.
These photos. Mahiru must have taken them. She probably developed them at the supermarket.
I wonder who's in the picture on the top right. Like right here.
The one that looks like the water wraith, if he had flesh-colored skin. Even in this situation, there's a lot of photos of smiling people.
Actually,
because of
no.
her personality?
Where are the smiling people? There's one photo with one with
At
a
most
person.
two. One covered by the HUD. Mm-hmm. Okay, maybe that flower picture in the top left also has a person. Yeah, there is a person in the top right.
Still, I hardly would call that lots.
Gotta find that naughty book. It's a normal bed. Nothing much here.
What about her camera? Can't take her camera?
Nope. Just like my cottage, it has an open design that evokes a feeling of tropical relaxation. There's not much that catches my eye. Hajime and Chiaki. What a coincidence. Something happens twice. Third time's the charm, so they say. What coincidence? You a stalker or something?
Definitely.
Don't say that. I was just thinking about filling you in on the results of my investigation.
Definitely.
Results? Did you find something?
Bow to me.
I'll let you know if you drop to your knees and lick my shoes.
No.
Huh?
Uh-uh.
Huh?
Are you trying to emulate someone?
Just kidding. I was joking. Didn't sound like a joke to me.
Actually,
Well, it's about the footprints. The killer left their footprints in front of the beach house, right? Did you find out whose footprints those are? If you want to know, I highly recommend you come to the beach house with me. With you? Of course, you'll come with me, right? I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. But if I can get a clue... What are you going to do, Chiaki?
I'm going to try to talk to Fuyahiko and see if he can tell me anything. So, I'll leave this up to you.
yep.
Yeah, that's definitely a good idea. Which
Don't-
means it's not.
I don't like you when you say that.
If someone like me tried to talk to him, it'd be impossible. But it might be different with a girl. Just be careful if he doesn't get rough with you.
Yep. I guess this is where we part. I'll see you later, Hajime.
What?
Huh? Did you actually want her to stay? Actually? What do you mean?
Bye now.
Let's go. I'll go on ahead to the beach house and wait there.
So you have appeared.
I was right.
Yes, we have appeared.
Huh?
What happened, sinner?
I already assumed you would come here.
Fine.
There is nothing you can hide from me, the supreme overlord who wields the 4 dark devas of destruction. Thus, I know everything. For instance, I happen to know you fiends
I can see it!
were preoccupied with your infantile beach play.
Nature, the collective will of the world.
It matters not, for what I love is silence and solitude. That's right. That's it. That's precisely it. I see. You wanted to be invited too. Poor Gundam. Okay, yeah, so the back, no sand whatsoever. So if you could get onto the roof, not that I can see that side over there, then all you need is the one set of tracks. You got no ladder. Could have had an accomplice.
Now then.
Let's try going inside.
I will go nowhere with you.
Welcome to Scenic Nowhere. Climb a tree? Maybe.
Whoa!
Why the hell are you here?
Hello there.
Why, hello there, Kazuichi. Thanks for going easy on me earlier. Thanks to you, I was able to walk away with just mild bruising. You clearly think like an ultimate.
What the heck?
Yeah, this bastard.
You two have arrived at a good time.
Bad news!
I've discovered something very terrible. Why am I very happy about this? I am useful.
Terrible discovery?
Not only that, I believe it's nothing like Sonia's, but there's something I noticed too.
You too, Mikan? Yep, this is great. It looks like the investigation is reaching its boiling point. Hey, tell me what you know already. Didn't you find out whose footprints those are? Footprints.
Footprints.
Actually, how were you able to find that out? After listening to everyone's story at the airport, I went to a certain place. Well, it's probably better to say I snuck in. To everyone's cottages.
We checked our shoes.
Everyone's cottages?
Yep.
I told Monokuma I needed access for the investigation, so he simply let me in.
Oh, he's been rifling through your underwear, Hajime. I'm just sure of it.
That bastard! He did something shady again.
Now then.
But why did I do something like that? Well, I'll explain my reasoning to you. Nagito squatted down near the entrance to the beach house. He had to spread some papers he was holding.
See?
Come on, Hajime, take a look.
Oh.
After all, I went to the trouble of gathering all this. Yoko's feet are very small.
Small feet. Small feet.
I am not convinced she is not standing on stilts from that picture.
Flat shoes?
Those footprints! I see. So the reason you snuck inside everyone's cottages was...
Yep.
That's right. I wanted to get a sample of everybody's footprints.
That's technically just the shape. You know, footprints are the indentation that their feet will make, or their shoes will make, on the ground. So,
Shape and size are enough, so long as we don't have any two people with the same foot configuration. But unfortunately, Fuyiko wouldn't leave his cottage, so I couldn't complete it. Well, I guess it's no big deal. Seems obvious that the footprints belong to this person. And yeah, if you're missing one set of footprints, that actually covers you. Mm-hmm. Check all of them. If you don't get a match, it's the last one. Mm-hmm. Whose footprints are they?
Yep.
Hiyoko Saionji.
really? Really?
Yeah, because we saw her running out. I'm actually not that surprised.
Actually, well, honestly, based on the actual footprints that we saw and what she was wearing, those actually looked like dress shoes indentation because there's a heel, and she had her sandals on at that time. I was actually quite surprised. I have to take another look at her sandals again.
We also have to consider that 9 feet is about 10 feet that 2 5'7", 5'8" people can climb up to.
Not to mention, the person who would be left behind would have to be the person who was lifting the other person to get out. Hyoko lifted someone?
Sorry, why is she lifting someone?
For the accomplice to get out through the window. Assuming we're going for that angle.
Oh, okay.
Because if they're
Actually, yeah, it doesn't make sense that Hyoko went in there without some sort of alternative route because there's only one set of footprints in the sand.
And the only person who would be able to get away without their footprints being one is the one that went out the roof, right?
And she definitely knows something, so it's possible that either she planned to or was coerced into helping this whole plan go out. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it doesn't make sense. She would not be helpful in regards to the window.
No.
Unless you start throwing her.
and again...
But she clearly wasn't thrown out. Someone else got out. And who could she possibly lift?
That's what I'm thinking! That's the person whose footprints we don't see.
To be honest, the reason I summoned her to the airport was so I could lure her out of her cottage. She shut herself inside her cottage, remember? She stayed in there. I couldn't sneak in.
Perhaps.
So I figured if I lured her out, she wouldn't be in a hurry to go back to her cottage. You're treating her like a small animal. But it was totally worth it. The footprint I collected there was smaller than anyone else's and matched the footprints at the beach house. Yep, there's no mistake. These are Hyoko's footprints.
Let's take a look. See? Look at that! See that?
I guess to see those as like dress shoes or anything. What were her sandals like? Because if she was wearing Geta, those are the exact opposite imprints we should be getting.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not...
Sorry. One prong Geta, it would be the opposite. 2 prong, then other than the shape, that's correct.
That's what I mean. So we need to get a better look at that. I could have sworn those are not the right... That's not the right shoe indent that we're looking for.
Also, it's not like I was snooping around or anything. I found something really interesting at her cottage. Something interesting?
See?
Gummies!
I found a lot of these candies inside her room. That's... They're gummy candies. Come in 4 different flavors. Strawberry, melon, grape, and orange. Wait, where'd the yellow come from? Is that melon? Guess it could be.
Maybe.
It looks like she got it from the supermarket. Apparently she really likes this brand of gummies.
And this would not be the first time we're being led astray by Nagito if he's lying about the shoe. We really need to just take the page from him and look at it.
True. There should have been some other gummy brands, but she only brought home a bunch of these. People are like that sometimes. There are people who only eat the same brand, even if it's just potato chips.
It might be
What's wrong with that? Yeah, Hajime. Well, it's not clear if this relates to the incident. I thought I should tell you just in case. Just in case. Coming from this guy, that means it probably greatly relates to the incident. Oh, that's a good point. Fuyuhiko's feet are pretty small too, and without his print, we can't be sure.
Yep. And he's wearing dress shoes.
That makes more sense.
And he's wearing a suit and you know, formal wear. That actually looks definitely more like something that his shoes would look like.
But then the likely case here is that we've got Fuyuhiko and Hyoko collaborating.
It's possible that he's the one... I can see him...
Those two together definitely can't do anything about that window.
I don't know.
They're the 2 shortest guys. Actually, let me confirm because no one's to scale. I just feel like Fuyuhiko's supposed to be really short. 5'1", yeah, he's tiny.
How tall is Hyoko again?
4'2".
Dang.
So if she stood on his head, maybe. And I think he climbed in through the window and left through the main door.
It's possible that Sonia and Hyoko are doing this together. And Hyoko hid in the closet
Oh my.
until... I don't know. Why would you do that?
Miss Sonia, she looks strangely excited. Awesome! That's like a powerful gap moe. Man, I don't really get it, but nice one, princess. Miss Sonia is something else. This guy's just so laid back. You should leave him alone.
It appears,
We're nearly out of investigation time.
now that you mention it,
We can't just finish performing the autopsy. She might have found an important clue, don't you think? Also, it seems Sonia has some information, too.
I apologize.
I'm not being that helpful.
Hey, Khan, you had something to say too, right? The game clearly expected me to talk to Sonia first.
Well, compared to the others, what I have to say isn't that important. So please, don't get your hopes up and be disappointed.
I get it. So just get on with it.
I tried my best to perform the autopsy, and I was able to find out Mahira was definitely killed by a blow to the head. She probably was struck from behind by one blow. Based on the scar, the weapon was clearly the metal bat.
Okay, so we get both from behind and the metal bat.
Okay.
So there has to have been some sort of tricky scene manipulation in this case.
Yeah, or maybe they just have an unrealistic idea of how much blood spurting or flow a single opening of the head would have on a door.
But every dark cloud has a silver lining, as they say. It looks like Mahira didn't suffer.
Oh, immediate death.
What does that mean?
Well, there's no doubt she died instantly.
Her death was instant?
Hmm.
Sounds a little strange.
Yeah,
I think you better remember that. So she is definitely not doing any moving around, which
No.
means, yeah, she was manipulated after. And somewhat makes sense using her body to block the door.
She didn't crawl,
Yeah.
and I guess they just had fun.
So confirming what everyone already knew at this point.
So they just kind of like had fun with her blood. That's all I can think of.
And there's another thing I found. I'm sorry, I started talking on my own. Were you busy right now?
Just tell me. I was busy listening to your autopsy report.
Well, during the autopsy, I discovered this in Mahira's pocket.
Oh.
I was gonna tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox.
Seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Till then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Hyoko Sayonji.
Ooh.
It's okay if we change the place and time and we come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m. This letter.
If this letter is real, it would mean Hyoko met up with Mahira, right?
Or at least plan to. Plus, Mahiro's estimated time of death was around 3 o'clock p.m. And they met 30 minutes prior.
If we think about what that implies, then I'm starting to get confused.
If it's true, what does it mean? What happened between Mahiro and Hyoko? So they are really setting up Hyoko and Fuyuhiko here. So, I have to imagine that they all got together, but there was a third party in all this.
Yeah. I think, you know what, I think someone was innocently trying to meet with her, and they got caught up in this plan. They might even be being blackmailed.
It appears.
About that, it seems Sonia might know something. Why don't you ask her? Ask her already.
We did already, but here goes.
Good news.
Listen, I have big news! Huge, huge news!
What's the big news?
See? Remember the Sunwitch Esperito mask that was next to Mihiro's body?
I always wonder what sort of intonation that music note is supposed to imply.
I don't know.
Oh, mask the killer used to hide their face.
Listen.
No, that is not correct. That mask is not just used to hide their face.
You better not be going off on an otaku tangent at a time like this. Then, what was it for?
Well,
Sparkling justice.
I had a
Huh?
feeling this was gonna pop up.
Sparkling Justice is a serial killer and self-professed ally of justice whose name makes mankind shudder. They wear a hero mask at all times. Supposedly, they're a serial killer who only murders other criminals.
that is an order.
Do not look so disappointed, Hajime. You need to be surprised.
Hey,
The Sparkling Justice character. What's this? That's the serial killer you were talking about before, right? It's true that the mask we found is a hero mask, but...
Wow. It is a heroine mask, to be precise. Sunwitch Esperito is a pretty witch girl. See? A heroine.
Does that just mean that anyone who's pretty is a hero in your book?
Anyway, so you're saying it's possible that this serial killer is the one who murdered Mahiru?
Which means there's a serial killer? A serial killer hiding among us?
The only serial killer here is Nagito.
I'm pretty sure I've seen a twist like this in some video game.
Ah! Stop it! You leave the fourth wall alone.
This is stupid. Serial killer my ass. Killer just used it to cover their face.
That's weird.
But even so, they sure chose something that stands out. That might be true, but
however,
Although, it's easy to write this off as foolish. It might be best if we exercise some caution. Sonia, can you tell me everything you know about this so-called sparkling justice?
I'm gonna go outside now.
as the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil.
The hell?
Justice complete! The center of justice that is pierced by justice! The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky! That would be me! Sparkling Justice!
Oh my goodness!
What the heck was that?
Well,
That is Sparkling Justice's catchphrase.
what?
An unknown serial killer has a catchphrase?
Do you have a minute?
I read it in a magazine in the library. There has only been one person, a journalist, who has interviewed Sparkling Justice. The article was written in their native language, so I tried translating it.
However,
In the end, the journalist was punished by Sparkling Justice too.
No good can come from getting involved with a serial killer.
This serial killer might not want to hear that from you.
This is all I know about Sparkling Justice. Thanks to the masks, nobody knows their true age or gender, making them very mysterious individuals.
Hey, isn't that kind of a stretch? Say that there's a serial killer hiding in a group. Also that a mask conceals age and gender.
listen!
No, it does not mean they are in our group. It's possible the serial killer was lurking on this island all along before they decided to kill Mahiru.
That's probably not possible.
But that's the only thing I can think of. I mean, no matter how much I think about it, I simply cannot believe it. That one of us is capable of committing such a horrible murder.
Well, it's happened once before.
No matter how much I think about it, I simply cannot believe it.
Sonia, I do understand Sonia's feelings, but it's highly unlikely that there's a serial killer hiding on this island.
The time for unparalleled hedonism has come to an end!
What?
Come! Now is the time to fight the decisive battle! The hostility of fresh blood, the insanity of a contest of wits! The class trial is finally raising its curtain! So meet up in front of Monokuma Rock! Once you're there, please proceed to the underground by taking the elevator located at the secret entrance. I'll see you soon!
Now then.
Looks like it's time. Guess the investigation is over. So it's finally starting. The class trial where our hopes and the killer's hope will finally clash. But it's alright. Either way, hope will win in the end.
All right.
Now then, let's go prove it. What's he so excited about? There's no reason to respond to a guy like that. Anyway, we should start heading over. At the trial field where Monokuma is waiting. I have to make my case there.
There is no escape.
We have no choice but to press forward. Now then, let's go.
As we talked among ourselves, we left the beach house and the hero's body. Oh, are we there already?
Yeah.
Hey! Shut up and stay put! You stubborn little Lolita!
Stop it! Hey, stop harassing little girls!
And corkscrew punch. Mm-hmm. And this is... What's going on?
Jeez. Hiyoko was trying to run away, so Monokuma brought her here by force. But Hiyoko's still trying to run away, so Monokuma's trying to wrap her in a full Nelson.
Hey! If you don't stay put, I'm gonna make you a part of this island's food chain!
Unbelievable.
Jeez. Making me waste my sweet-ass time. But there's another problem to deal with besides this one. Where the heck is Fuyuhiko? That guy, he totally ditched! He totally ditched my appointment! He pisses me off.
Oh dear.
I was not expecting that.
His anger changed his form.
I'm right here.
Huh?
Fuyiko you came. I was worried about you.
There's nowhere for me to run anyway. So no matter the ending, I have to accept it, right? But still...
Bastard!
I'm a Yakuza! Accepting defeat is not an option! Fuyiko, what does that mean?
Well, it's all good. If the trial heats up, it's all good.
I like your ripped version of his voice.
Anyway,
Looks like everyone's here, so let us depart now.
Oh my goodness.
see ya later!
I'll go first and be one step ahead of you guys. One meaty step first.
This is bad.
Cap, I'm not mentally prepared yet.
Like,
Do you even have to prepare?
Show some spirit! If you don't have enough power, harness your latent energy! Come on, bring out that energy!
This, too, must be the will of causality.
So it begins. The beginning of the end.
Now then, let's keep our spirits high, so we can one day find that shining hope.
I want to throw you in the ocean. So much.
Right.
So much.
I can only... Moving forward is the only option.
I wish we could put duct tape on him.
You should be honored.
It's nearly showtime!
A mere human such as yourself will be present to witness the beginning of the end!
I believe in you. Even if everyone works together, you should be able to stand against any despair. Alrighty. I'll definitely help you out. I have nothing to do with this.
I don't think that's quite true.
I don't think she's the one that landed the killing blow.
No, nor do I think Fuyiko. What are you dilly-dallying for? Come on, let's hurry up and go.
You're so happy.
We gotta get straight to the shilly-shallying.
Dealing.
then
Let's go. There's no reason for us to waste time here.
I gotta find out what everyone says.
'cause it's bad.
Let's go. We can't forgive the killer.
Listen,
The truth behind Mahiro's death, sparkling justice may hold the key.
I'm still suspicious of Sonia.
Me too.
No, that just has to be it.
Class trial stuff again. So this time we gotta figure out who killed Mahiro, huh? I don't get complicated stuff, so I'll leave this to you guys.
If you don't unleash your power here, where else are you going to unleash it? Don't you want to avenge Mahiro's death?
what the?
Monokuma changed forms! Color me surprised!
Hey, hey!
Could he be the type to awaken hidden powers when he gets angry?
He's a stuffed animal, right?
Damn it!
I'm not mentally prepared yet. I don't think I ever will be. But we can't just stand around all day. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Mahiro, why did Mahiro? This is impossible.
I'm a Yakuza. I won't run or hide.
You know, this could take an interesting turn as in maybe he completely owns up to the fact that he killed her and he just... That's what he thinks being a true Yakuza would mean that he owns it.
But in that case, I think it's the case of he thinks he did it.
Eek! No matter how many times I see it, it's such a bad
move my muscles, stiff from fear and nerves, and awkwardly walked onto the escalator.
Yeah, you could probably swim. Hawk's right.
For some reason, my breathing was short. I was eventually struck by a feeling similar to dizziness. The moment all of us were inside Monokuma Rock, the escalator broke. A rumbling sound filled the room, and the surrounding space began to fall. James thinks Kazuichi is either going to stick around to the end or be a victim because he's too much of an open book for murder. It shook with a clatter. The elevator we were inside continued to drop, and I rushed from my bed to see what was the matter. Throughout that drop, I was fluctuating between feeling hope and despair, as if my heart was a rotten fruit, swelling in the sun before it finally goes squish. I suddenly stopped breathing. This made my thoughts stop. My consciousness began to fade from the pressure.
Well, there you go.
I tried to endure that pressure by firmly standing on my legs. Because, starting breathing again was too hard. After a while, the elevator's vibrations gradually weakened. And then it stopped altogether.
Whoa.
Aim! Defeat the boring routine!
So,
I've decided to start redecorating. How's it look? Mr. Monokuma's redecoration is awesome, isn't it?
impossible!
It's not like I'd allow you to think otherwise anyway.
That is...
To go to the trouble of doing something this elaborate, really? What is your true intention?
What are those cabbage-like objects?
No!
Tennis balls?
I don't know.
Nothing really. Essentially, this killing game is just to kill time anyway.
Kill time?
To break away from my purpose. That alone is my purpose.
So, if you're a robot, you should be dead now.
Like...
A purpose is only gonna be a weakness. Those who have purpose are always the weakest ones in the bunch. That's why you guys forget about such cheap-ass purposes like trying to survive. And enjoy the class trial from the bottom of your hearts!
It's starting. The class trial is starting. Mihiru Koizumi, the ultimate photographer. She had an unyielding force of personality. She was actually very good at taking care of people. Most importantly, she was always straightforward. The person that killed her? Not that one.
Nope.
It's among us? I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it. I want to believe it, but... Regardless, we need to find the answer. It doesn't matter if you believe it or not. Because it's the only way. Aside from finding out who the killer is, there's no other way for us to survive. And so, this life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair has begun!
Yes, we would.
Open here. So now I want to actually get skills. Where do we get those again?
Skills list. There.
I don't own any.
No skills list.
There we are.
Hey. Time of each phase.
That could be helpful. Oh, we got memorizing statements returning. Rate during concentration and fever time. That's useful. Ooh, that sounds like it's very powerful. Not sure I'll need it right now, but probably for later. Okay, I've looped. Looks good to me. Now, what can I actually set? Because I got all of those, doesn't mean I can use them all. Hey, I can use them all.
Hey! It's probably easier to assign some of them at the beginning. More expensive ones will come. Alright.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Oh, no matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
Now then, let's first discuss the motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome murder case.
What? Who cares about that game?
The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find Mahiru's killer.
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, that game is the motive this time.
Yeah, you're right. Then let's try discussing that first.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game. Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
It's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are first.
characters in the game were Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, Girl D, Girl E, Boy F. And the high school girl who got killed at the beginning. By using the staff role after clearing the game as a reference, I should be able to figure out who's who. The first character the player was able to control was Girl A. The true identity of Girl A is probably...
Pecan.
I see! Girl A is probably Mikan Tsumiki. That timid tone. That definitely sounds like Girl A. Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy. A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy rights. Ah, a nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in the game too. Huh?
She's right. One who said that was...
Girl B.
I see! Girl B was short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Hiyoko.
Short and foul-mouthed? That's like the complete opposite of me.
Anyway, let's move on. Next is Girl C.
Girl C, huh? Her personality was hyper, energetic, and unique. Ibuki.
I see! Girl C is Ibuki.
I'm sorry.
Girl C?
I did not
Then
get
I'll
that
see
far.
you next Tuesday. Let's move on to Girl D.
Girl D, huh? There's only one person who always had a camera with them.
I see! Girl D is Mahiro, the victim in this case.
Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F.
He's Guy F. Monokuma!
You know what? I think it's Ibuki too.
Aren't you Guy F, Fuyuhiko?
I was in a game? That's fucking stupid. That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu?
Another person?
It was one of the names on the staff roll. The names were Sumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji, Mioda, Sato, Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
Hold on. Why do you keep saying there were two Kuzuryus?
It's not like I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll. Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right?
The reason Fuyuhiko's last name, Kuzuryu, appears twice. It's true I have a hunch, but... Call me out like that? Nagito, you're definitely someone I shouldn't mess with. The reason Fuyuhiko's last name, Kuzuryu, appears twice is probably because... It's just a bug.
I can prove it with this! In the game, Guy F, Kuzuryu, mentions that he has a little sister.
What do you mean, little sister?
This is what Guy F said in the game. It's pretty clear. There's no doubt that Guy F had a little sister. Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared twice.
By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu, play? You probably noticed, right?
First victim. I don't really want to say it myself, but I need to move the conversation forward. The only character in the game I could see being Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
I see! The dead high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of.
Based on Guy F's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister. So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister.
Why do you sound so fucking happy? That's a winning personality you got there.
Winning personality? Are you praising me?
No, it's sarcasm, you dumbass!
I was being sarcastic, dumbass.
Hey, you said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Yeah, I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality.
It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true events. That's why it's the motive.
Don't go making shit up, bastard! If she was the type to die easily, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago. I mean, when I first entered Hope's Peak Academy, she was mouthing off to me as usual and sent me off. It happened just the other day.
About that, you're probably thinking like that because you've lost your memories.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet!
I see. So you're never gonna accept that game is based on true events, huh? Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer?
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone. That's why I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer.
Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki. Girl D is Mahiru. Guy F is Fuyuhiko. And the first victim in the game, that dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister.
We're still missing E.
That's just a story in a fucking game.
If so, then Girl E is Miss Sato.
Could it be? The same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
I don't know what Sato you're talking about, but I don't think she's relevant to this case.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
What the heck? Is that wild connection?
Tanaka may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
And he also has a strange rivalry going on.
Hey, no one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game.
Huh? What do you mean, mystery of the game?
My, you don't know? I heard that Girl E got killed.
What? No way! Is that true?
Getting killed is so violent, don't you know?
My, such awful times we live in. Why did this happen?
You guys are definitely friends.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct?
Then let's hurry up and solve it! Let's first figure out why Girl E was killed.
The reason Girl E was killed, should be able to assume why based on the content of the game.
Interfered? Was it like
No, she was the killer.
Yeah, she was the killer.
I see!
The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
Which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl. What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister.
You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all. But is that true? Girl E, she killed the first victim?
In order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder.
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance. Look, I made a map of the music room's surroundings, which was the stage of the first case.
Mihiro's already been replaced.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans.
Yep.
Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is a basic.
We get it! Let's talk about that later so we can focus on the case.
Then, I'll start explaining. Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking. Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound. Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there. But the door to the music room was locked. So Girl D went to get the key from the office, and when the 5 of them were finally able to go inside... They found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head. Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there. The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound?
Yep, an understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
Obviously. Girl E was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
But how'd that get locked?
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
Which means Girl E was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girl E broke the window and escaped.
And went all the way around back to the second floor.
And sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived.
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to do that.
Then forget this.
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
Hey, is Girl E really the killer? We haven't reached an answer yet.
Based on the details of the game, it's no mistake that Girl E, who was waiting in the hallway, is the killer. Then, what did Girl E do after killing the girl inside the music room? Guess I need to clear that up first. Easy, kill the girl, break the window, go outside, relock the room, return the key to the lounge, and then smash the vase in order to make noise and make it look as if the window was broken later than it was. Yeah, if it all happened in advance. He's X'd out by a fork and knife.
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall...
What we got here? So these photos don't look like they help.
No. At first I was gonna say maybe the curtain is somehow involved, but I don't think so. Kind of the same way I think somebody hid in the closet. I thought maybe someone might have hidden behind the curtain, but I don't see how that helps them get to where they need to go.
The other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
Okay, that might be what I have to counter.
How was she able to get past those 4 and wait in front of the music room?
She probably used a hidden passageway. Twilight's hidden passageway is the world's best!
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window and escaped out.
So how did Girl E to the front of the music? To go back to the... You need to go through the... Plus, at the other 4 girls...
At the entrance hall, heard the sound of the window shatter.
No, that's wrong!
First of all, the sound the girls heard wasn't the window breaking.
If it wasn't the window, then what broke to make that sound?
A vase.
Vase? How low can you go?
After the murder, a broken vase was discovered in the classroom next to the music room.
So the sound of breaking glass that the 4 girls heard wasn't the music room's window. It was the sound of the vase breaking. Probably.
Actually, the murder was nearly finished by the time the 4 girls met in the entrance hall. Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, and went to the office to get the key. With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway, returned the key to the office, and went back to wait in front of the music room.
And then to draw attention, she broke the vase.
All she had to do was break the vase in the next door classroom as the 4 girls met by the entrance hall.
To make them think the murder had just occurred and that the killer had just escaped.
So, when the 4 of them ran over after they heard the sound, Girl E acted like she had just rushed over too.
I see. Now the mystery has been solved.
Wait a minute! The mystery hasn't been solved yet! You haven't determined what the murder weapon was yet!
Fish tank. Murder weapon?
Who cares about the murder weapon? We found out who the killer was.
Not cool! I went to all the trouble of making this death march, so you gotta stick with it to the end!
What the heck? You're so annoying!
Fine, let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I'm gonna feel like I need to shit. Which means I'll feel disgusting.
You're the disgusting one.
The weapon is pretty unconventional. The answer was revealed in the game, though. Now then, will you guys be able to figure it out?
An unconventional weapon that also appeared in the game. If we're told we can't advance as long as we don't make that clear, then I have to do it. I'll do it! What do you think the weapon is? I have no idea. Was I out of line just now? Now then, there's something I need to tell you regarding the white noise in the non-stop debates. Yes, I mentioned that earlier. Fork and knife. Some lines of white noise are actually very durable. They won't always destroy them in one shot. Durable white noise will chip away every time you shoot them with the silencer. But unless you completely destroy them, your time limit will not be replenished. By the way, if your difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at... You get the gist, right? It appears the debate is getting tougher, so I've obtained some very useful information. I heard there's a guy named Gun something. Apparently he has a skill that can increase the power of the silencer. Gun something. Wonder who it is. Was I out of line just now?
Gunham, we need your help.
Well then, good luck, and have fun.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
Ooh.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had bloodstains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it? She beat her to death with her fists!
A weapon inside the music room, huh?
I feel like it has to be the fish tank.
Me too. Like, they just... Huh. But that is a good point. There's no blood on it.
Well, you could argue that the water's washing it out, but it should just displace it, not remove it.
It's true.
Text says text you can agree with via evidence, right? So you could use the broken fish tank to agree with the hitting fish tank thing, pointing out that it was broken. That's what I'm thinking.
Because there's no reason for it to be broken.
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going?
The investigation.
It's on that biggest.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them, it should have had blood.
Was there a weapon with... She beat her to death with her fists!
A weapon inside the...
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going?
I have to get rid of this.
It's on that biggest.
How about beating her with gravel?
If it's a weapon that was used, it should have had blood.
Was there a weapon with... She beat her to death with her fists!
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going?
The investigation.
It's on that biggest.
How about beating her with...
If it's a weapon that was used, it should have had blood.
Was there a weapon with... She beat her to death with her fists!
Ooh,
A weapon
that's
inside
not
the
a
music
bad
room, huh?
idea.
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
So I have to absolutely take care of that first.
It's on that
Yeah.
biggest.
How about beating her with...
If it's a weapon that was used to
James
it
actually
should have
raises a
had
good
Was there a
point.
weapon with blood? She beat her to death with her fists!
Could also be the
A weapon
window,
inside the music room, huh?
like slamming her
What about
head into
broken
the
glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
Damn it!
Okay. I wasted a lot of time trying to go to that. Didn't pay off.
The window? Because, yeah, there would be no bloodstains because the shards are gone. That'd be just a clever way to hide it. What if that wasn't the escape route as so much as it was actually the...
Disposal of the weapon.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have a lot of time for other options right now.
What do you guys think?
A weapon inside the music room, huh?
Is the broken window there?
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Do I have enough time to get there?
Then the piano.
Killer's escape route. So what would you choose? Maybe the bloodstain, the killer's
Yeah.
escape
Going
route.
even
Yeah.
bigger.
I can't even get there.
Shoot! No! I like how they just always choose you even though you have nothing to do with this. You even have an alibi. It's so weird.
This is our end?
Yes.
We will never give up!
Well, it's because they can't give you any information by accusing someone else.
Okay.
Total plot twist if it ends up being that you are the murderer one of these times, and
You just
they
don't
still go through
remember.
that.
A weapon inside
Okay,
the
so not the
music
broken
room,
fish
huh?
tank. You want to use the killer's escape route.
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going?
The investigation.
It's on that biggest.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to
Here we
beat
go.
them to
This
death,
one.
it should have had blood stains.
What?
No.
Well, what about we, like, agree with him? Is there... How do you do that?
He needs blue text.
It's like you beat someone before.
Damn it!
Dang it. 20 cents.
A
weapon inside the music. What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death? Then she attacked her with...
That's too big to...
Then the piano.
Why are you going...
The investigation.
It's on that biggest...
How about beating her with...
If it's a weapon that was... It should have had...
Was there a weapon with...
She beat her to death with her fists!
Room.
A weapon inside the music room, huh?
That's not interactable.
What about broken glass?
Nope.
Damn it!
A weapon inside the music room, huh?
Wait, didn't the...
What about broken glass?
Is this... I know this is crazy, but like... What if the fish tank was used to wash their hands?
That doesn't dispose of a murder weapon.
Nah, it doesn't.
Not really any evidence there. Well, it's reassuring to know from JM that many people have trouble with this. I have a lot of hints to work with here.
Okay, so apparently that wasn't actually what...
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
Okay, Girl E said that
That's
she
too
killed
big
the
to be
first
a
victim
weapon.
with her hands. She choked her,
Then the piano.
right?
Sorry, what?
When she eventually went to talk to Girl D, she told her that she started to choke her with her hands. And then she
Yes,
fell
but she had to
unconscious.
finish the job afterwards because she couldn't have her waking up.
Yeah, so she dropped something on her head?
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
No, she finished her off by killing her.
gravel instead?
Because it'd be a problem if she woke up.
If it's
Yeah.
a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
She beat her to death with her fists!
So
I also feel like it's got to be these first two hits, just from a meta perspective, because they tell you about these unbreakable ones. They force you to acknowledge them.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Broken glass.
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
So broken glass or fish tank.
What are we so we're disagreeing with them or agreeing?
Agreeing.
Agreeing.
Could the swimsuit have been used to cover a hard object and prevent it from becoming bloodstained? Yes, but there is absolutely no evidence to go off that with. Like, yes, you could have used the swimsuit and it's suspicious right here, but there is absolutely nothing here. So I trust this game a little more than that to make us just completely throw out guesses like
Wait,
that.
there's blood where? Where?
Not on the swimsuit. Blood there, and blood there, but that's not relevant.
It says the would have been bloodstained line is yellow, hence permitting contradicting evidence rather than supporting evidence.
Okay, so yes, our current line of thinking is that that's not true. We also don't have much that can contradict it. So we tried to do the escape route to signal that it was disposed of, but that didn't take.
It says the swimsuit is the only representative photo. You never actually get to see it after the murder took place. over a fish tank.
I'm sure that the swimsuit is relevant to something.
Well,
I'm just not convinced it's this right now. Like, we can definitely refute the piano.
At first,
What is she leaning against? That shouldn't be the exterior wall. That should be the fish tank, I guess?
No, the wall.
But that was broken. But that's coming out from the curtain. There should be some area behind that curtain. And this is in front of the curtain.
Oh. I think it's the wall.
It's reflective.
Yeah.
But even if that was the wall, aren't those windows a little low?
I am so stumped. I'm really
These
stumped.
two feel like they're the only things that could be relevant from that list. Well, this could be relevant, but I'm just not seeing the connection.
It's true. The one that mentions the swimsuit being stolen, who is the one that talks about it? Is it Girl E?
I don't remember who brought it up.
Because if Girl E brings it up, that's a convenient way to get rid of the murder weapon, saying, oh, it's probably the pervert because the swimsuit is missing.
Let's see, our discussion points are: we can agree that was broken glass. We can agree that was the fish tank. We can disagree that it's bloodstained. We can agree that it was with her bare hands.
The fact that she's covering up the missing swimsuit with the lie of it being stolen is suspicious. Yeah. Could be an object that isn't there right now, and the only thing that isn't there is the swimsuit. But then, what? How do you think they use the swimsuit in this case?
Then the piano.
Why are you going?
The investigation.
It's on that biggest.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Nope. Swimsuit, maybe.
Damn it!
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
No, because then
Think
it would
he
have sped
attacked her with
things
the
up.
fish tank.
That's what's used to.
Hold on. James might be
That's
onto
too
something
big
here.
to be a weapon.
Then the
Ooh!
Filled with gravel like a bludgeon. So a swimsuit filled with gravel.
Yeah.
I could see that happening.
Yeah, and that might actually explain the fish tank. It's like hitting someone with a rock. I mean,
A lot of rocks.
A lot of little rocks, but yeah, a rock.
Okay, so
Swimsuit.
try to agree with Ibuki. A swimsuit is just too far-fetched.
With the fish tank.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universe.
It's on that big a scale.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
What? No, not if you collect it.
Damn it!
It was a good idea, James.
Yeah.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Could she have used the
piano.
vase twice?
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts
Like-
universal chaos.
Is it possible?
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
No? Jeez.
Damn it!
We're not gonna...
A weapon inside the music room, huh?
Shot in the
What
dark.
about broken glass? Isn't the cause of death? Then she attacked her with...
That's too big to...
Then the piano.
Why are you going even...
The investigation.
It's on that big a...
How about beating her with...
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Ah!
A weapon inside the music.
Okay,
What about
we're
broken
not gonna
glass?
make
Isn't
it.
the cause of death? Then she attacked her with...
That's too big to...
Then the piano.
Like, agree using this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're trying to, James. We just can't figure out how. Ugh. Okay, what if we use the swimsuit and agree with Ibuki about the gravel?
Yeah, we can try that. I was actually going to try that, and then I ran out of time.
Yeah.
We will never give up.
Oh my goodness.
A weapon inside the music room, huh?
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death? Then she attacked her with...
That's too big to be...
Then the piano.
Why are you going even...
The investigation conducts you.
It's on that big a scale?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
I agree with that.
What?
No freaking way! Really?
The killer must have used gravel to attack the victim.
My goodness. I got it right. And I was just throwing things out there.
I'm noticing a trend.
So are we.
Just as I thought! I'm chosen by the gods!
You're not chosen at all. And gravel is impossible. It's too small to be a weapon.
You were absolutely right, James. Thanks.
What if the
Thank you,
gravel
James.
was put inside some sort of bag?
Bag? What kind of bag?
If the weapon is something that appeared in the game, then so is the bag. And the only thing I can think of is the school swimsuit. If you tie the swimsuit like a bag and stuff it full of gravel, it'd make an effective weapon.
Gravel inside the swimsuit? Even the ace attorney would be astonished by such a fantastic idea!
But for the killer, it's an idea that kills two birds with one stone.
Well, one bird with a lot of stones.
To make people think the killer is some pervert, it makes sense for a school swimsuit to be stolen. And if that swimsuit was used to make an improvised weapon, it'd have to be disposed of later.
Like the incinerator?
How about it, Monokuma? Are you satisfied now?
Yeah, James, give yourself a pat on the back.
James saw one playthrough where they charted out all possible combinations and got to that one on the second to last attempt.
That's amazing.
I mean, that's how it was going eventually.
This happiness you feel when the mystery you create is solved. Only producers know this feeling of ecstasy.
But the real important talk begins now. Girl E had someone who can be called an accomplice. That person was actually Girl D.
Girl D. You're talking about Mahiru, right?
Huh? Mahiru is the accomplice? What is this? What does that mean?
The piece of face that became an important clue in the music room murder. Girl D got rid of it.
And apparently the reason Girl E committed murder in the first place was to protect Girl D. Girl D was being harassed by the victim. Girl E found out and tried to stop it. And they ended up getting into an argument.
And she felt a rush of anger and ended up killing her.
But she should have had a clear murderous intent. I mean, she choked her out and then bludgeoned her to death.
She probably made her unconscious by accident. And from there, she couldn't go back. I somewhat understand that feeling.
You can? That's pretty scary.
But Girl E was also killed by someone on the 4th day, or the game's last day. I might as well ask just in case. Who do you think killed Girl E?
Girl E's killer. Right now, the only person I can think of is that guy.
I see! It should have been Guy F.
A scenario where Guy F murders Girl E out of a burning, hellfire desire to avenge his murdered sister.
But Guy F is...
What? It's just a story in a video game, isn't it?
That's all you can say. If that game is telling the truth, it'd be a huge problem for you.
Hey, clear this up for me. Those of you who appeared as characters in the game, do you remember this incident?
That is... I'm terribly sorry, but...
They don't remember! That's obvious! Because their school memories were, like, totally stolen!
Even if I don't remember, I already know! It's obvious that guy is the killer! No one would kill a nice person like Mahiru besides a piece of shit menace to society like Fuyuhiko! Girl E and Mahiru were killed by that guy!
You sure do talk a lot of shit. Well, I'm used to it by now.
But does Mahiru's murder have anything to do with that game? Perhaps the two are unrelated.
No. The game and Mahiru's death are probably related. In actuality, there's an important shared point with Girl E and Mahiru's murder. The bat.
Mm-hmm.
I can prove it with this! I'm not sure the two events are unrelated. At the very least, the killer has definitely played the game. As proof, Mahiru, who was killed in the beach house, and Girl E, who was killed in the game, were both killed by a blow to the head with a metal bat. There's no way we can ignore that connection.
Someone must have wanted to split her head open the exact same way they avenged the first victim. Hey, why don't you confess already? You're the one who killed Mahiru, right?
You better cut that out right now! There is no way a stupid game could be the motive!
You're dumb enough to believe that stupid game, and that's why you killed her as revenge!
If you keep making up your mind like that, we're just going to go around in circles. And it's true Fuyuhiko may look suspicious. Don't you think that'd be too obvious?
What are you...
I mean, there's a possibility that it's a trap set by the true killer.
Trap? What do you mean?
The true killer played that game, and most likely found out about the relationships between the characters. That person could be using that knowledge to try to set up Fuyuhiko.
Are you saying that a completely different killer murdered Mahiru and used the game motive as their cover?
Isn't that what happened, Hiyoko?
Huh?
Don't you understand? I'm saying you might be the true killer.
What is this? Like, I can only laugh. What are you even saying, you nasty toilet-clogging bitch?
Footprints on the beach.
Iron-barred window sounds like a good one.
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of killing Mahiru? You're so mean!
Why do you doubt Hiyoko? Do you know where Hiyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
But I didn't go to the beach house! I was wishing Mr. Ants all day!
Nah, you're lying. You're
So
right.
she was at the beach house.
She definitely was. I just don't... I think it's a little too obvious that it's her.
Well, just because she's at the beach house doesn't mean she's the murderer.
That's what I mean. It's too obvious to be her. She was obviously there, but...
Hold on. What was the details on this one? Yeah, this, definitely.
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll?
And it's not available.
Accusing me of killing Mahiru?
Are we able to switch?
Nope.
Okay, well, we have her footprints for now. The footprints were Hyoko's now.
Okay, yeah.
Now, she's lying about that she was squishing ants all day. We can at least say that she's lying about that.
Why do you doubt Hyoko?
Do you know where Hyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
But I didn't go to the beach house.
There you go. Ah!
I was squishing Mr. Ants all day. What are you saying? Accusing me of...
Why do you doubt Hyoko?
Do you know where Hyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
But I didn't go to the beach house. I was squishing Mr. Ants all day.
I didn't get the slowdown.
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of... You're so mean!
Why do you doubt Hyoko?
Do you know where Hyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
But I didn't go to the beach house.
Get rid of both. There you go.
No, that's wrong.
Wait a minute. You should have been at the beach house, Hyoko.
Seriously, I told you I didn't.
But these footprints in the sand in front of the beach house, aren't they yours?
I don't have such ugly footprints. They're probably Mikan's based on how ugly they are. Don't decide that based on ugliness.
Huh. They're not Hyoko's footprints? That's strange. The footprint I collected from your room matches these footprints perfectly.
Collected? I never gave you permission to collect that, you nasty pedo!
Plus, the footprints left in the sand were facing away from the beach house. Which means, when the owner of these footprints went inside the beach house, they used a different entrance.
A different entrance? Are you talking about the door facing the road that Mahiru's body was leaning against?
Are you saying when that person went inside the beach house, the body hadn't appeared yet?
The door was still accessible when they went in, and wasn't when they left.
Really? The door that was blocked by the corpse wasn't blocked before there was a corpse?
Which means something happened in between those two events. Isn't that right, Hyoko?
Ah! I remember now! I remember when I went to the beach house!
So you finally decided to confess.
I was gonna say it was like yesterday or something.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, but going for walks in the morning is my daily routine.
I've never heard of that daily routine before.
And that's when I went to the beach house. I went there on my morning walk.
I see. If you went there during your morning walk, that doesn't have anything to do with the case at all.
Don't believe her so easily, dumbass. She's obviously lying.
Huh? It's a lie?
People who call other people liars are usually liars themselves. If you say I'm lying, prove it. Can you even prove that I'm lying? There's no way a bunch of worthless idiots like you guys would be able to do that.
Well, you just went ahead and, hooped yourself. People that tell the truth in situations don't gloat like that. They kind of lean more towards it's impossible to prove something that never happened.
Room, little bat, beach. Letter there is. There's the letter.
I did go to the beach house, but only during my morning walk. I didn't go any other time.
Then you didn't meet up with Mahiru at the beach house?
Obviously not. Saying I met up with her when I never even saw her?
What?
Wow.
Damn it!
Okay,
I
so
did go to the beach house, but only
So
during
just
my
the first
morning walk.
What?
I didn't go any
I
other
guess
time.
that counts as blocking it?
Then you didn't meet up with Mahiru at the beach house?
Saying I met up with her when I never even... Is this a panel of idiots?
So...
I did go to the beach house.
Oh wait, that's how you do it. I was following the
But
wrong button.
only during my morning walk.
No, that's wrong!
Only during your morning walk, huh? Will you still claim that after you take a look at this letter?
That letter! It's the one Mahiro had, right?
I see. So Hiyoko was able to arrange a meeting with Mahiru by exchanging letters with her.
What is that letter? I'm serious, I don't know.
Oh, snap! I remember now! I totally saw you!
Huh?
Me and Hajime met up at the diner around 3 p.m. to go to the beach. I saw you about 30 minutes later, so it should have been around 3:30 p.m.
I see. So if she met Mahiru at 2:30 p.m., killed her, then ran away afterward, I think 3:30 p.m. is a reasonable time for you to have witnessed Hiyoko.
You're wrong! You're totally wrong!
Now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner, Fuyuhiko. So you should have seen Hiyoko too, right?
No, I didn't. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house. I went straight back to my cottage after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
For some reason, that sounds suspicious too.
It's the truth. Deal with it.
Just leave him alone. It'd be a waste of time to question him any further. Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house.
Seriously, I don't know. I didn't even write that letter. I'm telling the truth. I really don't know.
It's possible somebody wrote that and gave it to her and it's not her.
Yep.
Is she really crying? Or is she faking it?
She's probably faking it.
We can assume she summoned Mahiru with the intention of killing her all along. That's why she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet, so the others wouldn't find out. And then you went ahead to the beach house, hid yourself in a specific place, and waited for Mahiru. There's evidence for that too.
The only place I can think of where Hiyoko was hiding is probably that place, right? Oh dear.
Yep.
Here! The place where Hiyoko was hiding. Are you talking about the closet?
Yes, that's right. The gummy candy we found on the floor is the evidence.
But that's yellow, and this package did not have yellow.
Yeah.
Melon would have been an off orange.
Hiyoko, your favorite candy is gummies, correct?
What's a gummy? I've never eaten something like that before.
I have captured the true character of this mystery. Hiyoko, who summoned Mahiru to the beach house, hid inside the closet like a familiar. When she saw her chance, she attacked her like an evil spirit and left the beach house like a swift wind.
But Hiyoko miscalculated that Mahiru's body would be blocking the door at that time.
Which doesn't make sense from what we know of the murder.
Because of that, she was only able to leave from the beachside door and ended up leaving her footprints.
Gummies can sometimes be yellowish in color. Not that yellow.
We have presented the proof! My 4 dark devas of destruction didn't even need to come out!
It's a trap! This is obviously someone's trap!
Who's someone? Whose trap is it?
It must be that one person. You know, the one with the mask, maybe? The one with the mask? There was a suspicious mask at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing that could be the real killer.
You're the one who wore that mask and killed Mahiru, right?
There's no way I'd wear such a childish mask. Is your brain fried or something?
That is right. It cannot be Hiyoko. That mask belongs to Sparkling Justice!
Huh? Sparkling what now?
That mask says it all! Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island! Which means the legendary serial killer Sparkling Justice is the one who killed Mahiru!
Why, you... you. If you continue to say such foolish things, I shall tear you limb from limb.
That's something for him to say.
Wow.
Don't blame Miss Sonia. It's just a difference between cultures. Culture shock, you know?
Yoko, why don't you just admit it already? You're being unreasonably stubborn.
It's all in your heads! Oh, why can't you understand? I'm not the killer!
See, look at her shoes. I always found it really weird that they look like that. See how look how flat her shoes are? Oh, wow.
It's true that Hiyoko is suspicious, but something strange. Something doesn't make sense. Can't help but feel like we're being directed by someone.
We're being directed by Pekka Pekka. What if the bat wasn't being used? What if it was her blunt object? It's a blunt object. She doesn't have a real katana in there. She's
Possibly.
Yeah.
Still a pretty bloody bat.
I shall render my
And
verdict
she
upon
just
this
put it in
mystery's
there.
conclusion.
Just put
Hiyoko is
blood
the
on the
sinner
bat
who
and leave it
killed
there.
Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
Steep brow.
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
That is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy.
Really?
No, that's wrong.
Wow. Okay.
About that gummy, did Hiyoko really drop it?
The only one childish enough to eat gummies is that midget over there.
You're a midget too, you know. You're the one who worries about never getting taller.
It's true Hiyoko likes to eat gummies, but she only eats a specific brand.
The brand of gummies you eat only have strawberry, melon, grape, and orange flavors, right?
Huh? But what about the lemon flavor? The gummy at the crime scene was yellow, so it obviously looked like it was lemon flavored. Huh? That gummy is yellow? And it's not mine! The ones I eat don't have any yellow gummies!
What?
That's right. None of the gummy bags in her cottage had any yellow ones.
Then we can't assume Hiyoko is the one who dropped that yellow gummy.
See? Didn't I tell you? It's definitely a trap! Damn it! Who would set a trap like this? I'll get my revenge! I'm gonna bop you on the head with all my might!
Hold on, you little bitch! You think you're in the clear just because of a little gummy?
I
Don't be
honestly
stupid!
love
I'm not
seeing
done
these two go at
backing
each
you
other.
into a corner yet!
Sorry, what was that?
I love seeing these two go at it. Like, the only one who I think should really chew Hiyoko out is Fuyuhiko.
They're great together.
There's something therapeutic about this.
Not a good time threatening to bop someone on the head. We got a yellow gummy now.
Let's see what becomes autopsy.
We're not done with Hiyoko yet!
Okay.
There's still a huge piece of evidence left!
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence.
I like how that text was getting smaller and smaller, and
And we
Recon
can
said
thank
it.
Mahiru for it.
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and blocked the
Only
door
thing
to the
so far.
road. Thanks to her.
Nope.
We have the evidence we need.
That's wrong! I left those footprints during my morning walk!
Okay, so what have we got? The autopsy probably says that she died instantly, so that's what we want.
Yeah. So that's not...
I just want to confirm
yeah.
first.
Yeah,
Died
died
instantly,
instantly, yeah. So she didn't block the door. At least not on purpose.
There's still a huge piece of evidence left!
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence, and we can thank Mahiru for it.
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and blocked the door to the road. Thanks to her.
I wanted to slow down. I hit the speed up button.
That's wrong! I left those footprints during my morning walk!
We're not done with Hiyoko. There's still a huge...
You're talking about the
It's true, that's an... And we can thank Mahiru.
What is that? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and...
No, that's wrong!
Mahiru didn't block the door. Her death was instant.
Instant death? According to my autopsy, yes, there's no doubt that Mahiru died instantly.
If you keep making shit up, I'll fucking kill you!
Really, dude? Calm down.
I'm sorry.
Ryuhiko, you cannot do that. Only a coward threatens women.
Where were you, like, the last few minutes?
I know.
She's a little girl, so it's okay?
I don't know.
Also disagree with that statement, but whatever.
I'm pretty sure her death was instant, too. I mean, her injury was only
I think a coward
single
threatens
blow.
anybody, but there you go.
That's why Mahiru isn't the one who blocked the door. Someone else used her body to block it.
Someone else?
The killer.
Yoko doesn't count.
They're the one who blocked the door with Mahiru's body. That's why there were bloody drag marks left on the floor.
But why did the killer block the door?
Just ask Kyoko. She's the killer after all.
Seriously, that's not true!
Let's assume Hiyoko is the killer. Wouldn't that mean she's also the one who dragged the body? If she handled a body that bloody, I think her clothes or skin would have been stained with blood.
Huh? But when I saw her, she was...
Absolutely clean.
Mm-hmm.
She was clean.
Unless it all happened to the left side.
Mm-hmm.
See? I told you I wasn't the killer! Yay! With this, my innocence has been proven!
I won't let you look down on me! We haven't decided that yet!
Yeah, it does heavily point to Sonya at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Fuyuhiko. Why do you keep insisting that Hiyoko is the killer?
Shut up! I'm telling you, she's the killer! That little bitch is definitely the killer!
Iron window?
Maybe. On the beach. Metal bat. I don't know what we're gonna counter right now. Sparkling Justice to the cover.
If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it! She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body! Hiyoko is the only killer I could think of!
Wow, that was durable. Hiko is stubbornly insisting that Hiyoko is the killer. I don't counter all of his words. We push back.
If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it! She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I could think of. If Mahiru didn't block, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I could think of.
If Hiyoko moved the body, then she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach house. After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower.
It doesn't work.
No.
Yeah.
I saw it and I reacted.
Crap! So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach house.
Shower room?
So what do we have about that?
Okay.
It's out of order.
Yeah, it's out of order. Yeah, it doesn't work.
After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower.
Allow me to cut through those words.
He does that so cheesy. I love it though.
Now, washing it off in the shower is impossible because the shower in the beach house was out of order.
Out of order?
I'm terribly sorry. I haven't had any time to actually repair it.
Then maybe she took her clothes off to move the body, and when she was done, she put them back on.
She can't because she doesn't know how to tie her bow.
Are you saying I did something that perverted?
Also, reaching. Yoko took off her clothes before committing murder. No, that should be impossible.
She can't get dressed by
Her clothes fused to her body.
She isn't wearing clothes at all.
I see.
Listen to me, Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko mentioned this before.
But you might not have been there for it.
I can't help it. I can't tie my kimono sash by myself.
Tongue is no problem, though.
Which means Hiyoko can't change by herself. It's impossible for her to put on and take off her clothes.
What?
Wow, that is a face.
Wow.
Oh yeah, she couldn't even tie her sash on her own. That's why she couldn't take a bath and smelled bad.
I didn't smell, and it only smelled a little.
Oh.
Where did she get her
Wasn't
clothes
changing
washed?
inside the beach house prohibited in the first place?
Yes, if you broke the rules, I'm pretty sure Monokuma wouldn't have kept quiet.
That's a good point.
Damn right! I'm such a stickler for the rules that even safari park rangers want nothing to do with me.
If she didn't change her clothes, then what did Hiyoko do with the blood that got on her?
Wonder how many picnic baskets he gets.
Like I've been saying, the blood wasn't on me in the first place, because I never touched Mahiro's body.
Hey,
Found
if you
it.
think about it the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered in blood is suspicious?
And we finally get to this.
Because if so, I believe Akane was soaked with blood when we all met up to go to the beach.
Didn't I tell you that was because I got beat up by Coach Nekomaru?
I can attest to that. If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed down.
Okay, never mind me.
Doubting me of all people. You got some nerve.
Dude, she's screaming. She's
All
scared
right,
when she does that.
I'll bend your body in half so you're stuck in a bowing position for the rest of your life. That actually sounds pretty cool.
The hell it does!
Hey, more importantly, I'm okay now, right? It's okay that I'm not the killer?
Yeah, seems like it.
See, I already told you. There's no way I'd kill Mahiru. Because Mahiru taught me how to wear a kimono, and she was very, very kind. There's no way I would kill a nice person like her. Why wouldn't you believe me earlier?
Because you're so... Never mind. You're never going to understand.
I mean, I believed her this entire time.
You guys are stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Hyoko, please don't cry. Everything is fine now, right?
Calm down or else you're gonna trigger a PTA.
Shut the hell up, pig barf! I hope you get a hangnail and die! Sorry for being pig barf!
More importantly, Fuyuhiko's behavior earlier was definitely strange. Being so worked up and accusing Hiyoko of being suspicious.
Yeah.
Does he actually have something else in mind?
I agree. I think that, she was
You
crying.
agree to she was crying because she saw
saw
Mahiro dead.
Yeah, she just ran away. She doesn't want to be
Hiyoko,
caught.
Now that our suspicions have been addressed, can you tell us the truth?
There's a thing where we're in the middle of a murder trial, but yes, Mikan, everything is fine.
Yeah, basically she's reacting the same way she did in the game. Is she was the first one to find the body, and she's like, nope, I'm leaving.
Huh?
Even though you're not the killer, you still went to the beach house, right?
Like I said, it was a trap!
Yeah, I got that already, so... Can you give us the details about that trap?
I would like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Fine. You want me to talk, huh? Earlier this morning, Mahiru was the one who came up to me. She asked if we could meet up later.
Huh? But didn't you say earlier?
She never talked to me at all. Man, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to ask me such an easy question.
That actually lines up with what the other girls were saying. That Mahiro was coming up to them and asking to talk, but they had to cancel because they were off on the beach day.
Damn it! So that was a lie?
'Cause I thought it'd be doubted if I admitted it. So I figured it was better not to say anything.
So, what was your answer to Mahiru's invitation?
I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a reason to say no. Unlike everyone else here, Mahiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
You always have to say something snide.
At the time, we were supposed to meet around 2 p.m., but Around noon, there was a letter inside my mailbox.
A letter?
Yeah, this one.
So someone was manipulating them with letters.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, except for the time, this looks identical to the other meeting.
It does.
I saw this letter and went to the beach house at that time.
Huh. What did that Hiyoko had? Doesn't it clearly contradict that other evidence?
I can prove it with this! This letter. Doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiru had? Mahiru's letter said to meet at 2:30 p.m. But in Hiyoko's letter...
But the thing here is, why was Hiyoko there first?
So she's
Whoa!
early.
The meeting times are off.
It's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house. It would be plausible if one of them said it. But for both letters to say the same thing?
Hiyoko, since you wrote it, what do you think?
Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times do I have to tell you?
It's safe to say the letter was forged by the killer, but which letter did the killer forge? Well, it should be both. They should have noticed if they received a letter that was basically word for word what they sent the other person.
And why is Hyoko's meeting earlier, but Mahiru's is later? But obviously Mahiru is there first before Hiyoko. Hiyoko was supposed to become a 2,
we
right?
can't entirely rule out that Hiyoko wasn't there first, but still, it doesn't make sense for her to wait around for half an hour and then leave like half an hour after the murder happens.
Exactly. This is weird.
And she would definitely be a lot more vocal about who the killer was if she was present at the time.
Exactly.
Or be dead,
Or
which
be
she's
dead.
not. I have to say both letters.
Yeah.
I see! The killer must have forged both letters.
The killer forged them so they could manipulate their actions. Yeah, that's how we should think about it.
That seems very likely. In fact, if you compare both letters...
Writing's the same.
Confirmed! Just as I assumed, the handwriting is the same. The content of the letters matches too.
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. This part. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. And this part. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while.
The killer forged both of those letters.
In doing so, they were able to control Hiyoko and Mahiru to do their bidding, like a netherworld puppeteer.
So they completely tricked me. And then Mahiru's killer. How mean! Give me back Mahiru!
Really? This is really terrible. I've offered to help so many times. But the killer this time didn't discuss their plan with me at all. It's all my fault. I'm so ashamed of being unreliable.
Here we go again. Once we let our guard down, this happens. We can just lightly punch him to death later.
So based on what the letter said, you went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hiyoko?
What's most important is what happened afterward. What on earth happened there?
I fell asleep.
What?
That's a lie.
Oh,
Did you fall asleep? It's not like I wanted to. I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine or something.
Maybe that's not a lie?
Medicine? That medicine. Could it be? Did they get it from the drugstore?
That would definitely explain what she was doing for an hour.
I thought that place seemed unsafe. They even have prescription medicines laying out in the open.
If you were aware of that from the start, you should have done something about it.
Yeah, she's gonna change an entire store for you, Soda. Absolutely!
Well, that's actually not an unreasonable request. Well, up until the point where Monokuma just restocks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really sorry, but even if he deserves being lightly punched to death, we'll end up in another class trial and have to execute you.
I'm sorry. When I woke up, I was inside a small closet.
Maybe you could just lightly punch him to mostly death?
And when I rushed out, I saw Mahiro's body.
And that's why you ran out of the beach house in such a panic!
I was scared. I was really, really scared. Really scared that I couldn't help, but...
So they sneak up on you or something?
The killer probably planned to frame Hiyoko from the start. And for that reason, they summoned Hiyoko before Mahiru, put her to sleep, and shoved her inside the closet.
So their reason for blocking the door with Mahiru's body was to make Hiyoko leave her footprints as evidence.
It does explain how we only got one set.
Everything was done to frame Hiyoko as the killer.
But wait, if the killer... Like, they seem to be trying to goad us towards the window as the escape route, which I guess fine if we figure that out.
But they still need someone to help them get out, don't they?
Well, like, a rope would have done it.
Maybe. Yeah.
That's horrible! I didn't do anything wrong, and I was framed by Mahiru's killer!
Hiyoko, please do not cry. We believe you.
Is it really okay to believe her so easily? She might be faking those tears, you know.
This'll never end if you keep being so suspicious.
Isn't that what a class trial is all about? The only way to survive is to be suspicious. This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other. So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely something wrong with you.
You're wrong, Fuyuhiko. We aren't supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to work together.
I do want to comment, like, in the first game when Byakuya was pulling this whole shtick, it really felt like he was just being a jackass for no real reason, but it's totally believable coming from Fuyuhiko.
Mm-hmm.
The class trial is where we cooperate with each other, work hard, and aim for victory. The killer and everyone else. Two hopes attempting to grasp the one true hope. Two hopes clashing with each other is poetry in motion. That is what a class trial should be.
Seriously, which side are you on?
I'm on the side of the absolute hope that can overcome any despair. And I believe that absolute hope exists at the point where two hopes clash.
Your stance is neither white nor black, but gray. And you do not yearn for your life, or even for victory.
Jeez, I wish he'd just side with the enemy already so I can believe what he's saying!
Let's stop. Believing every little thing Nagito says is a waste of time.
Yeah, we need to figure out who Mahiru's killer is.
There should be a new clue contained in what Hiyoko has told us. So, let us believe Hyoko's words and discuss it once again with everyone.
Yep. The debate proceeds when you assume you can believe each other. Good job. That's the right way. That's the splendid power of teamwork.
Her arm just conveniently gets out, and then it goes back in.
I'm not gonna let you have the outcome you want.
Also, her arm just got out of those bonds.
I know, I was just saying, it just got out to say that, and then she put it back in.
Whoa. He's sleeping.
And now they're out of gown.
No, she should just slip right out.
Yep, I think she can.
Dumbasses. You bastards don't know anything. If you're stupid enough to trust each other, the only thing waiting for you is the bitter truth.
Bitter truth? That may be true, but even so, we can't just stand around here all day. Even if what lies ahead is a cruel ending, the only thing we can do is move forward. Because unless we reveal who among us is Mahiru's true killer, there's no way we'll survive.
class trial has reached its climax, I would like to present the answer right here, right now!
Huh? You're gonna spoil who the killer is?
If I reveal the answer before everyone's ready, they'll all be shocked! They'll all feel despair.
You can't! That's seriously a big no-no!
But spoiling it right now is innovative, don't you think? The club president and I are powerless against innovation.
Who's the club president?
So, without further ado, the answer is...
Yeah, you can't! Everyone, please close your eyes and cover your ears!
Correct! You say Nanu in German when you're surprised.
I don't know what you're talking about, but somehow that feels wrong to me.
Ropes are absolutely ineffective. Yes, I would like to save our progress.
Nope.
We will have none of that.
I'm Monami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now.
Hold that thought.
And we'll have you all ponder that for the next week. What could she mean? Where is this going? Is this still going to be safe for child consumption? Well, no. Murder. What are you doing letting your kids watch this?
Will Monami get her magic wand back?
Anyways, that will be it for today. So thank you everyone for coming on out. It's really heating up. Until next time, take care everyone.
Bye!